nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to 420.
You're funny.
I never knew how sweet the taste of love can be until you let me pick the fruit of the forbidden tree.
We've got to get moving. We gotta stay loose, you know? Let it cool. Let the coolness get into our vertebrae.
You've done this 1,000 times. And the show must go on. You've got to give the people what they want. Piece of cake.
I'm just sitting back watching the pussification of this whole country. Can't say this, I can't say that. Shit, what the fuck can I say? When did y'all become so fucking sensitive, man? Lighten up. I'm just here to entertain you. And if that triggers you, well, then you're a pussy. Listen, it's a cold world, easier to play this shit safe. Knowing how the world gon' judge you if you make a mistake. These miserable fucking people so saturated with hate, they can't wait to pile it on someone else's plate. Like if I'm right with every word except for one in the song, they'll only focus on and judge me for the one that was wrong. Cancel this, cancel that, fucking welcome to America. The home of specializing in assassinating character. I hate it, I prefer going in guns blazing, annihilating anyone who's testing my patience. Ain't no room for pussyfooting in the rap game, and I'm drawn to controversy like a moth to a flame. And you little snowflakes better quit your complaining. Not racist, I'm just not too big on the Asians. Shit, I'm kidding you, idiot, but with no hesitation. These fuckers run with it and post it up on Twitter while saying that we'd be some sort of bigot for fucking making a joke. You're not woke, you're just sensitive and quick to provoke. So I'd like to invite you to suck my dick till you choke. Deep throat, pow pow, got your bitch in my scope. Everyone that I'm seeing is looking pussy as fuck. Go and cry about shit without even looking it up. So I'd like to thank my bullies all for making me tough, because it's looking like y'all ain't get bullied enough. Yeah, I came to drop bombs like Flex and I'm gone, I'm all raw. So try not to be so sensitive, y'all. If I'm not pissing you off, then I'm pissing you on. If you're not triggered at all, then I'm spitting it wrong. Because I came to drop bombs like Flex and I'm gone, I'm all raw. So try not to be so sensitive, y'all. If I'm not pissing you off, then I'm pissing you on. If you're not triggered at all, then I'm spitting it wrong. Easy does it, Webby, try to keep that temper in check. I'm going off like Terminator in the metal detector. Hit him with the blur like my memory gets from blowing benzos while I'm drinking. Yeah, I tend to forget, a devil's reject. Ever since a kid I've been a loser, but I dealt with it. It's called developing a sense of humor. Learn to laugh a little bit, this shit is good for your health. If you can't take a joke, you need to take a look at yourself. Shit, if I didn't have the haters, then I would probably withdraw. Shit, dog, honestly, I would probably miss y'all. Haters, really please, promise me you'll never quit, y'all. Here, I'll make fun of me with y'all. Here's my impression of Webby, no one's doper than me. I got the hairline of someone that's 10 years older than me. Sitting dissing politicians like I'm fucking sport fishing. Say I fucked their wives and daughters when I obviously didn't. And I'm pale year-round, summertime or deep winter. And I chew with my mouth open when I eat dinner. My liver has put up with plenty of cheap liquor and more drugs in a lifetime than Keith Richards. I used to work out, shit, I really was buff. Then I stopped working out, now I'm skinny as fuck. Like so skinny, when the wind blows hard I lose balance. So skinny, looking like I won a tapeworm challenge. It ain't that hard to laugh a bit at your own expense. Fucking just relax and shit. Smoke a joint, eat a Xanax, you bitch. This uptight bullshit's what I've had it with. If you're still mad after what you've listened to, then that's just a bitch in you. Suck a dick or two, ain't no fixing you. Fake woke can't take a gay joke. People that I'm spitting to, I am here to trigger you. Yeah, I came to drop bombs like Flex and I'm gone, I'm all raw. So try not to be so sensitive, y'all. If I'm not pissing you off, then I'm pissing you on. If you're not triggered at all, then I'm spitting it wrong.
You slept. Warning, the self-destruct system has been activated. Option to override self-destruct expires in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Phil House. Let's go.
They don't call it work for nothing. You see that shit and wanna be it, but couldn't cook up the mustard. Stupid little fucker. Everybody wanna rap now, but jump shit when they get bad, then they fall back to the bag around. Try and spit for groupies, you ain't built for this kid, you pussy. I pick them off like Billy Zane, fuck your bitch like Billie Jean. Till she claims she caught my seed and leave your ass for bigger things. That fat lady belt in front of the balcony. It's over for any clown that wanna challenge me. Every line's another Calvary, followed up with powder cakes. Hang them in my gallery, posterized like out in history. Eat foods like calories, vagabonds, I'm Jack the Ripper. You love that trick, dog, and I barely tip her. Fuck around and play the skipper. Fickle frauds can kiss the zipper. Skip around with a stick so big from home plate I can hit the pitcher. Every single day I'm on my grind on the business end. Every other day you in the line like you killing shit. Then there come a day when I put you out your misery. Go on, catch that fade, motherfucker. Think I'm playing with you, yeah, they acting gay for attention, that's ridiculous. You look like a lady with that choker chain like he a stripper. I'm just to chill with the aristocrats. Cop a deal from Thompson Salad, pop a pill of rocks and blasts is going down like Richie Valens. I can stand on my own too, the whole truth, fuck you, pavement. Yeah. And ain't shit that you gon' do, your whole crew can catch that facelift. I tell them like, move, you better back off. Bitch, we some inglorious bastards. The faculty charged up an assault and battery with battering rams strapped to cannons that'll reach North Korea.
You know what it is, definition of a rap flow, that rugged man flow, I'll fuck your head up. Huh?
Abbey Square Mall, my house is the Abbey Square Mall, my house is the Abbey Square Mall, my house is the chicka.
Yo, let's begin it like this. The definition of a rap flow, I'ma reinvent it like this. Now what's that? Bust verse, I bust back, must trust, bust gas, must bust. A small time fuck, I'm stealing your hubcaps. Ain't nothing for discussion, I'm crushing your dust and you're done. And when I'm busting the rough raps, the Bismarck. What is it, a blizzard? Is it a limit? Any crime you could name, I committed. I admitted I did it, lottery, gotta be in it to win it. I'm just a white boy born in what blacks invented. But I'm the baddest, undefeated, beat it, believe it, leaving you leaking, losing blood like an anemic. I'm rather conceited, rappers are comedic, heated, leaving you paraplegic. I'm undeniable, diabolical, biological warfare. Rugged that raggedy bastard, his breath stank like he gargling with battery acid. Who would have figured me to be deadly? They never be ready to bury me, better be ready. Nobody better than me.
I'm feeling so groovy now.
Man, you hear this bullshit they be talking every day, man. It's like these motherfuckers is just like professional liars, you know what I'm saying? It's wild. Listen, Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga. Bush knocked down the tower. Tell the truth, nigga. Bush knocked down the tower. Tell the truth, nigga. Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga. Bush knocked down the tower. Tell the truth, nigga. Bush knocked down the tower.
I pledge no allegiance, nigga. Fuck the president's speeches. I'm baptized by America and covered in leeches. The dirty water that bleaches your soul and your facial features, drowning you in propaganda that they spit through the speakers. And if you speak about the evil that the government does, the Patriot Act to track you to the type of your blood. They try to frame you and say you was trying to sell drugs and throw a federal indictment on niggas to show you love. This shit is run by fake Christians, fake politicians. Look at their mansions and look at the conditions you live in. All they talk about is terrorism on television. They tell you to listen, but they don't really tell you their mission. They funded Al-Qaeda and now they blame the Muslim religion. Even though Bin Laden was a CIA tactician, they gave him billions of dollars and they funded his purpose. Fahrenheit 9/11, that's just scratching the surface.
Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga. Bush knocked down the tower. Tell the truth, nigga. Bush knocked down the tower. Tell the truth, nigga. Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga.
fight for Saddam, but that's bullshit. I show you why it's totally wrong. Cause if another country invaded the hood tonight, it'd be warfare through Harlem and Washington Heights. I wouldn't be fighting for Bush or white America's dream. I'd be fighting for my people's survival and self-esteem. I wouldn't fight for racist churches from the South, my nigga. I'd be fighting to keep the occupation out, my nigga. You ever clock someone who talk shit or look at you wrong? Imagine if they shot at you and was raping your moms. And of course Saddam Hussein had chemical weapons. We sold them that shit after Ronald Reagan's election. Mercenary contractors fighting a new era. Corporate military banking off the war on terror. They controlling the ghetto with the fear of attack, trying to distract the fact that they engineering the crack. So I'm strapped like Lee Malvo, holding a sniper rifle. These bullets will touch your kids, and I don't mean like Michael. Your body be sent to the morgue, stripped down and recycled. I fire on house niggas that support you and like you, cause innocent people get murdered in the struggle daily, and poor people never get shit and struggle daily. This ain't no alien conspiracy theory, this shit is real, written on a dollar underneath the Masonic seal.
I don't rap for dead presidents, I'd rather see the president dead. It's never been said, but I said precedents.
It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga. Been locked, been lower. Project. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga.
8 seconds away from the top with some kind of fuck with the roll. Building niggas to hit hours, to hit hours, to hit hours, to hit hours, to hit hours.
I had to invent a guy that didn't exist. I had to invent a guy that can take any pain, any suffering, any kind of judgment.
Ice cold winters, I was born and raised, drinking whiskey out the bottle on the corner blaze. Ice cold winters, I was born and raised. No scat to kick this to you for believing in me. Ice cold winters, so my thugs and brothers, come on, whiskey out the bottle, yeah, slums and gutters. Ice cold winters, I was born and raised. South cat to kick this to you. Yo, it's been such a long time. I've been out here coming up, hustling them dimes from the dust till the sun is up. It's troublesome. My best years spit here, falling on deaf ears. Made a prayers that have fallen, they fall through our necks beard. Now roll a bun up for my thugs and brothers. Blood drunk above the fuzz in the slums and gutters, where the slug busters creep with the drugs and runners. You need what you want, the other is guns and butter. The my sword is the science of war. Write my songs like it's David versus Goliath in song. The giants fall, never overstood the size of my heart. It ain't the dog in the fight, it's the fight in the dog. You all bark to me, killing Carolina, the Boston. We a league of extraordinary G's. I'm Sean Connery, a lost colony. One got me like Doc Holliday. Now slave for them things, it's all robbery. The motherfucking come up.
I was on the come up, from the rock bottom to the top of the summit. Crash down to earth when you drop and you plummet. Lump in your throat with a knot in your stomach. Turn to a fire in the pit, defiant with a split person.
What's up?
I guess
man?
they keep taking me down, dude.
What is happening, my friend?
They took us down twice already. They took the stream that it's cut right now, but we're still live on.
We're not doing blow up project. Tell the truth, Ninja. It was you, Ninja.
Yeah.
I'm the blue ninja. You're the red ninja.
Ready, go, dog. Let's get.
Hey. Hey. Take this one. I'm gonna put it right. There you go.
That didn't work. Hold on. Let's see if the Action News one gets them going. Hold on. Watch, dude. Usually when you stop putting in like Odyssey links, watch this. Watch this, and it'll come back. They're dumb, dude. No, like, oh no, we don't want anyone to go to Odyssey. Oh no. It's like just music, dude. They just like fucking bugging out. YouTube's like scrambling. They're like, "What's he gonna do?" They're watching us tonight, dude. They're on our shit. Yeah, what up? We better be on our best behavior.
We're badass. What you gonna do about it? We're Irish, and what are you? German. We're Irish and German. What you gonna do about
it? We're back. We better be on our best behavior, guys, tonight.
We better be on our best behavior.
They're watching. They're watching us tonight.
I'm Irish.
I'm getting the signal that something strange is
I don't like the Irish too much.
What do you guys think, Patty G? Let's give a shout out. Happy Flatsgiving, Meltsgiving, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's not really what they're telling us. This is Sparta. Super Sidewinder.
Hey, let me hook up my Bluetooth. Oh, shut it down for a second.
Jess Palmer, Melanie Moran. Wow, we got a whole bunch of people here tonight. 10 people. I'm psyched. I mean, there was so many different shows on tonight. I was like, yeah, you know, we'll just go on anyway. I can't bend to everybody's schedule. You know, there's so many different people on. Everybody's doing something tonight. I figured tonight will be like one of those nights where people just pop in and pop out. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And just leave and then come back. It's probably what's going to happen all night. Like 9 or 10 people tops. It's okay. We're having fun. We have fun over here anyway. We don't need anybody. We could do this with 0. We could do this with 0 people watching. Me and Singeman would still talk on the phone like this. So Singeman, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm working on this. I'll be right back.
You're sounding a bit bassy and rumbly over there. So, if anyone was wondering, I ate a turkey. Sorry, guys. I need a drink or something. Getting a little raspy. Oh shit. So what are we doing tonight? I don't know. I mean, I do know. I have some idea. I have some aim on where the show is supposed to go. What's going on?
Okay, I got my Bluetooth.
How was your how things going over there? I like the shirt. We got to get more. Oh, we have more. We have hats. We have shirts. We have sweatshirts. We have all kinds of new shit. But I'm not like a hat or a t-shirt salesman. You know what I mean? So I'm not like really. I'm kind of advertising it a little bit. But I'm not going to put an ad in every video about it. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Jeff Palmer.
Sidge.
What?
I just felt like laughing.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Garth.
Yes. Dilligaff.
Oh yeah.
You haven't mentioned everybody. Do I Dilligaff? So yeah, check these out. This is okay. If you don't want to meet a cop that's going to use these types of cuffs on you. They're called thumb cuffs, and they're called Dilligaffs.
And what does that stand for?
Does it look like I give a funny?
Oh, really?
Does it look like I give a fart?
Oh, man.
Does it look like I give a frequency?
Does it look like I give a
frequency?
Does it look like I give a
frequency?
So you invented them? This is
Dilligaff.
You invented them?
Yes, some cuffs. I invented them. I'm a millionaire.
Would you ever consider selling the blueprints?
Let me see. Let me check in my safe. What it says.
Listen.
Let me check the information I have.
Melanie, I'm still stuck in this fucking place. The
Let me check my information out.
The card is not clearing. Yeah, anyway. What's up?
Okay, I'm going to check my information right now. I take some of this card, put it in here. Nope, can't sell it at this time for 3 more years, it says. You thought I forgot what we were talking about.
I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, well,
I never forget Dilligaff. Yeah, these are used by like undercover stuff like that.
Do they really work?
Yeah, they go, "Hey, how's it going?" Shake your hand. Oh, I got ya.
If you cuff someone by their thumb, does it really work? I mean,
what are you gonna do? Might as well be your wrist. Doesn't matter.
Break your
thumb.
break your thumb and get away.
Yeah, well, it's probably behind your back too, or like this. Oh, that really hurt. You just have to rake. I don't know if they can reach it out of me. Hey, it's rough. It's rough out there if you're a man with a hard edge of flat Earth. It's rough out. It's rough out there. You guys don't even know. Making you laugh.
Yeah. So all right. Well,
Dilligaff, making you laugh.
I'm gonna get the show together. I have a whole bunch of links here that I need to get in. I need to get it in through the back end. It's gonna take a second, so I'm gonna play a few more songs.
Do we have time?
I'm gonna
What do you want to do? Time for a little treat?
You can do whatever you want. You want to take a few minutes? Go for it. Give the chat a shut up.
Oh yeah, Daddy.
All right. You know what? You go full screen. Then.
No.
All right.
Represent. Reppin' Boston. Reppin' Boston. Reppin' Boston. From the B to the O. I grew up in a corner called Upham, where out-of-towners came in town to cop something. Bullets, you had to duck them, they'd rob you. Fresh meat, you weak. Carnivores, Cape Verde, and niggas is like, fuck them, stuck them. Birds with big feathers need plucking. 007s to 38 specials, we tucking. And Dudley, they'd rape you for your snakeskin shoes and brutally screw you how they break in fools.
I caught my first pair of Adidas at Alpha Omega, and always heard shit from the mouth of a hater. Fill my mouth as Strigger, North End, Boston, Talladega. No alligators, we throw up 2 3s. It's true G's, still eat subs from UG, strumming things like the Fugees. The Berry keep the place hot. LG from H Block, the place not a safe spot. It's 24 seconds on the play clock. Don't get yourself bodied by a straight shot. Or you could play ball, make a great shot. I kill the Middle East, Paradise and Great Scott.
My city, my home, my throne. I'm a rep to the day that I'm gone. Being stand up, this is your song. Your city, your home, your throne. My city, my home, my throne. I'm a rep to the day that I'm gone. Being stand up, this is your song. Your city, your home, your throne.
Back in the days of cop Jabos at Jonesy's. Green gazelles puffing purple rain with my cronies. Black coffin smoking Charlestown where the dealers are. 14 or something townies already could steal a car. Back before we packed guns considerably. And Rosendale was brawled in front of sons of Italy. BNBL of Fallon drinking liquor by the gallon. One of those summer nights rocking the RSO album.
It's the one in the chamber. I'm still known to the gang unit as a Corporate Street gang banger.
with blood ties to the Castlegate crew. Four-corner pirate, assassinate you, that's what hate do. Thugs from Academy to Cobbin Square, done step their gun game up. If you're not aware, yo, you might get chopped in half. And what happens in the bean stays in Boston, Mass. Yeah, Phoenix lynch mob, lynch ya, get the picture. Flash a fastball over the green monster when I hit ya. The more riches, the more bitches, more adolescent bitches. Every poem a memorial, a young lost soul. General of the TDS, scratch best official, South End, Loch Ness, head of the dope committee, fresh. I rep my city like your mom's and brother French kids and just nasty, legendary cook up, straight out the kitchen.
My city, my home, my throne. I'm a rep to the day that I'm gone. Be stand up, this is your song. Your city, your home, your throne. My city, my home, my throne. I'm a rep to the day that I'm gone. Be stand up, this is your song. Your city, your home, your throne.
Yo, years heads was sleeping on that shit. Now I got status and mass like Deval Patrick. 3 strikes for the hat trick. Get up on this Boston Mass shit. Yes, this combination is a classic. Acrobat. Back when the dread was just a baldy, I looked up to Edo and Antonio and Saldi. The former top of that ball player with ill hustle. Who's soon to be a legend in the beam like Bill Russell.
Yo, it's the kid from Wainwright. Game tight as a drum. Get it right, we throw threes and we as nice as they come. Where you from? Dorchester. We getting shattered like the rest of you. Hit you with the flicker, leave you stiffer than a vegetable. I'm nutty as a testicle and harder than cold steel. The beam bout paper stack taller than O'Neal. Homie, the flow real and we don't care how the cops feel. We crop getters, our pockets thicker than oatmeal.
Ray Rowdy, the first is always married to beat. See, I'm a staple in the beam like Harry the Greek. Getting large like Vicky Skins. Remember when G used to sell two-tone leads down at Mickey Finn's? Act a stud B, Tony was cool T. I was getting my niche, just learning how to do me. From Jacob, the corridor where bodies drop. Outsiders catch dome calls and body shots.
My city, my home, my throne. I'm a rep to the day that I'm gone. Be stand up, this is your song. Your city, your home, your throne. My city, my home, my throne. I'm a rep to the day that I'm gone. Be stand up, this is your song. Your city, your home, your throne.
How we doing? Is everyone still here? All right, cool. Everyone's not still here. People come and go as they please. Cool. Nobody pays attention to nothing. All right. I got the show. I got it together. I mean, I got everything right here. I got a bunch of stuff to play. It's just some randomness I've been finding. Things that I look into. Things that I find interesting. When I see somebody in the community do a really good job on something, or if it has something to do with like the day or something like that. Let's see what we got. I got a few things I found. I gotta get rid of this. Wow. Nice good thing I checked. They were gonna hit me with a fucking shitbag commercial just now. Fucking assholes. Anyway. And then I get this one. Fucking shitbag commercial. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, that's the wrong one. That was weird. Am I back? That was weird. Did you guys? No, you guys didn't see what just happened. I don't think you did. Well, I think that's cool. I'm missing one. I'll have to go back and get it later. I'll figure it out. We have enough to get started. We have enough to finally start the show. Sindred, are you ready to start the show?
Are we on live? Are we on live? I just thought we were on a phone call. Hey, did you watch CNN this morning?
No, I didn't. I don't have.
How?
This is our 1,000 plus subscribers celebration. Welcome to a special edition of Mudfight Adventures. Ray and Sid.
So here we go. All right. Well, I found a few things. I'm not even sure about this. You know, I always play things that I just find randomly. This is George. Whoa, they're popping up with ads on Odyssey all over the place now. George Washington's Thanksgiving Proclamation, and this was a video by Hosier Flatty. I think. Is it?
Good old Hosier.
What,
Good
you
old
know,
Hosier from back in the
is
day.
it? Maybe not. Maybe not. I think that might be another video. Hold on, don't.
I remember hanging with Hosier.
Yeah. Hosier Flatty.
When we were 12.
Oh, I should follow.
Skipping
Follow. I didn't know.
rocks across the old people's foreheads.
I'm your 10th follower, Hosier Flatty, over at Odyssey. It's very hard to find people over there, so it's good to follow people so other people can find people. All right, here we go.
Okie dokie. So
Figure 69.
today, Thanksgiving Proclamation of George Washington.
Oh yeah.
That was issued on the date of October 3rd, 1789. So here we go. By the President of the United States of America, a proclamation. Whereas it is the duty of all nations to acknowledge the providence of Almighty God, to obey his will, to be grateful for his benefits, and humbly to implore his protection and favor. And whereas both houses of Congress have, by their joint committee, requested me to recommend to the people of the United States a day of public thanksgiving and prayer to be observed by acknowledging with grateful hearts the many signal favors of Almighty God, especially by affording them an opportunity peaceably to establish a form of government for their safety and happiness. Now, therefore, I do recommend and assign Thursday, the 26th day of November, next be devoted by the people of these states to the service of that great and glorious being, who is the beneficent author of all the good that was, that is, or that will be. That we may then all unite in rendering unto him our sincere and humble thanks for his kind care and protection of the people of this country previous to their becoming a nation, for the signal and manifold mercies and the favorable interpositions of his providence which we experienced in the course and conclusion of the late war, for the great degree of tranquility, union, and plenty which we have since enjoyed, for the peaceable and rational manner in which we have been enabled to establish constitutions of government for our safety and happiness, and particularly the national one now lately instituted, for the civil and religious liberty with which we are blessed, and the means we have of acquiring and diffusing useful knowledge, and in general for all the great and various favors which he hath been pleased to confer upon us. And also that we may then unite in most humbly offering our prayers and supplications to the great Lord and ruler of nations, and beseech him to pardon our national and other transgressions, to enable us all, whether in public or private stations, to perform our several and relative duties properly and punctually, to render our national government a blessing to all the people, by constantly being a government of wise, just, and constitutional laws, discreetly and faithfully executed and obeyed, to protect and guide all sovereigns and nations, especially such have shewn kindness unto us, and to bless them with good government, peace, and concord, to promote the knowledge and practice of true religion and the increase of science among them and us.
This is supposed
and
to be
generally grant unto all mankind such
Washington's
a degree
speech.
of temporal prosperity as he alone
This is how they used to talk. Correct.
The
given under my
Thanksgiving
hand at the
speech.
city of New York the 3rd day of October in the
His
year of our
proclamation
Lord
for Thanksgiving.
1789.
Wow, that's how he would talk to you, like as you're eating dinner or drinking a beer with him. That's how he would talk to you.
If he's even,
This is how I talk at all times.
Even if
from the moment I awake and arise from my bed, and draw the drawing from my window, and look upon the day. This is how I shall talk to you throughout my life. Indeed.
Just the time of family tradition. This is a tradition that I hold dear. It's for myself.
What is this? All right, I'll let it go. I'll let it go.
I spent a lot of time driving in my life. And I was driving to school. I was, it just, it started with my dad, my parents, riding around with them. Anyway, I grew up listening to Rush Limbaugh, and just the talk radio idea was so amazing. It's like having a friend or your daily book on tape, type thing, where you get to hear your favorite voice read to you things that you find interesting. And every Thanksgiving, Rush Limbaugh would do two things. One would be the real story of Thanksgiving, and the other is he would read George Washington's original Thanksgiving proclamation. And it was beginning of the holiday season for me whenever I heard that. And so I thought I'd share that with you guys today. And here, this is from the National Archives, and I've blown the image up so you can read along, hopefully. But this is from George Washington. Thanksgiving Proclamation, 3rd of October, 1789. By the President of the United States, a proclamation. Where it is the duty of nations to acknowledge the providence of Almighty God, to obey his will, to be grateful for his benefits, and humbly to implore his protection and favor. And whereas both houses of Congress have by their joint committee requested me to recommend to the people of the United States a day of public thanksgiving and prayer to be observed by acknowledging with grateful hearts the many signal efforts of Almighty God, especially by affording them the opportunity peaceably to establish a form of government for their safety and happiness. Now, therefore, I do recommend and assign Thursday, the 26th of November, next to be devoted by the people of the United States to the service of this great and glorious being, who is the benefactor, author of all good that was, that is, or that will be, that we may then all unite in rendering unto him our sincere and humble thanks for his kind care and protection of the people of this country previous to their becoming a nation, for the signal and manifold mercies and favorable interpositions of his providence, which we experienced in the course and conclusion of the late war, for the great degree of tranquility, union, and plenty which we have since enjoyed, for the peaceable and rational manner in which we have been enabled to establish constitutions of government for our safety and happiness, and particularly the national one now lately instituted, for the civil and religious liberty which we are blessed, and the means we have of acquiring and diffusing useful knowledge, and in general for all great and various favors which he hath been pleased to confer upon us.
Why not?
And also that we may
Why
then
not?
unite the most humbly offering our prayers and supplications to the great Lord and ruler of nations, and beseech him to pardon our national and other transgressions, to enable us all, whether in public or private stations, to perform our several and relative duties properly and punctually,
I heard enough.
to render our
I can't even
national government
understand
a
this shit.
blessing to all the people.
All right. So, what do you guys think about repopulation, postcards, and Cabbage Patch Kids? Let's go for it. Cabbage Patch Kids, 1800s cloning Babylon babies. Let's do it. Yo, can you get... what the fuck? Did I put that thing up on the screen, or did Singe? Singe, can you get that thing off the screen for me? Can you take care of that for me right there? Can you see it? Not even listening. Good job. Singe. Oh, you can't. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You're muted. You're muted. Can you get it off the screen? You see
¿Cómo estás haciendo, mi amigo? Por favor, sí.
All right. Thank you. Since
¿Cómo estás haciendo, mi amigo?
All right. Here we go.
Search on Old World Photoshop, we began to notice a trend with old postcards from the 1900s showing early examples of compositing. There isn't much information on these. If there's a catalog, it's not easy to come by. but many of these are early examples of photo manipulation. They had surreal, real photo postcards, in which they would attempt to trick people with the illusion of photography. As we continued to look through these old postcards, a very strange and unsettling trend started to become apparent. It began with just simple baby postcards. At first thought, seems like any ordinary postcard. But as with the same Sky postcard mystery, where the author began to see a trend of a variety of postcards, well, there's a category of postcards that deserves its own name and label, but it doesn't seem very well known, as there are no websites or videos explaining this topic. We shall call it the mystery of the repopulation postcards. There are other names for this style, such as baby postcards. By the end of this video, you'll be shocked at how many of these there are. We're talking in the thousands. We found one reference to what these cards were in a book on Amazon named Babylon, Surreal Babies, in which the author describes these same peculiar 1900s postcards and how they were deeply influential to many famous artists, including Salvador Dali. Yet, the author even admits that little is known of their history. In order to understand why we've labeled them repopulation postcards, a thorough understanding of resets, Tartaria, orphan trains, incubators, asylums, and oddfellows will be necessary. These cards depict babies being grown. There are many different styles within this category. One of the most interesting is the Cabbage Patch Babies, a variety of themes involving growing babies.
That's weird.
Babies on plants. Babies on mushrooms. Babies in the water. Babies in a nest. Babies in eggs being hatched. Then the babies arrive on the train.
Babies and eggs being hatched, and then babies arriving on the train. What do you think about that one, Singe Man? Yippee-ki-yay.
Orphan train.
Orphan trains, but babies being hatched out of eggs? Isn't that a little creepy? Do you like it? Did you
well,
consent
that's
to
how.
That's how when the
some
stork
humans are born this way, and when they are born upon the land, thusly a dark and dusty wind blows for them, and they have nothing but trouble. Beware of these types. Keep a large berth between you and them. What am I saying? What are we talking about?
Well, what I'm saying is like, what I was taught is that when the baby comes, a stork brings the baby. So maybe,
yes, of course,
yeah,
of course.
Maybe the stork drops the egg off sometimes with not hatched yet. What do you think about that?
The stork, in quotations. The stork brings me.
I see Jenny
There's
Murphy.
something eerie about these
I see
photos.
Ryan.
As if
I see
someone's
Logan.
trying to tell us something.
I see Melanie.
We've also got kids in Cabbage Patches. Does this have anything to do with the Cabbage Patch Kids? So where do babies come from? In the early 1900s, the most common answer given to children would simply be that the stork would bring the babies.
Yes!
Or that they were found in a cabbage patch.
I knew it!
Why would babies be found in cabbage patches? The legend of the Cabbage Patch Kids involves a young boy named Xavier who meets a mystical fairy bunny bee creature. So a hybrid or chimera. And he follows this bunny bee through a secret tunnel behind a waterfall. On the other side of this waterfall, he finds that babies
What's
are
up,
being
Karen?
produced in a cabbage patch. The stork, known as Colonel Casey, would then come and pick up the babies. He even has his own uniform. So he's a
That's
worker,
creepy
a
as
soldier,
fuck.
as well as the Cabbage Patch Kids' official historian,
Mimi.
and deliver the babies to their new homes. Not only that, but there's an evil witch
Karen.
named Lavender McDay. She and her weasel and jackrabbit henchmen are literally trying to enslave the Cabbage Patch Kids to be miners to dig for gold in the valley.
Whoa.
You can get all the exposition for the lore
Whoa.
in the story through their 10-song album. It goes over how they were created, to the witch, to even a lament about their enslavement. It's pretty dark. The original concept for the cloth dolls was created by Martha Nelson Thomas, and she called them doll babies. And the story really had nothing to do with cabbages or chimeras or witches. It wasn't until Xavier Roberts, or Xavier, like the little boy in the story, hijacked her design that it became what it is today. So I can't help but wonder if Xavier Roberts just
that
came
was
up with the story all on
Residue.
his own.
Did you guys see that?
Did
The Uncle Sam. Hold on, let's go back to that. Oh, Mandela. Look, he had the look. See the hat? He had the stripes. He never had stripes on his hat.
No. Don't name your child Xavier.
Mandela. You know what?
Fair warning.
That was an official Mandela flood, dude. I'm sorry. I don't care what you people think. That was an official Mandela flood.
What's the matter? You bums forgot how to kill people? Doesn't your work mean...
Oh.
What's the matter? You bums forgot how to kill people? Doesn't your work mean anything to you anymore? Have you no sense of pride in what you do? No sense of duty? No sense of destiny? I'm looking for generals! What do I got? Foot soldiers!
Yeah. Yo, Bear, what up? Salute. Ferrigno, salute. Alright, look. Yeah. See, he ducking. I ain't even have to show him the 3. When them shots fly, he ain't even know it was me. How you got chains, stupid, you supposed to be free. I laugh at you assholes like it's cold in the D. It's a million Philly killers, most notably me. Put your mob against the wall like a poster of P. What you think inside this big black holster on me? It's the crucifix that dangle from the rosary bead. Ain't nobody fucking with me. Everybody know the time. Motherfuckers didn't get the picture like a photobomb. The driveway full of Aston Martins like a Motorcon. Aim the yapper, let these bitches fly till he emulsified. This the Church of Satan, it's the final invitation. Everybody dying, this is final destination. Me and you could go to war, that's the price a soldier paid. The knife work cut the clavicle and touch the shoulder blade.
Blood everywhere, spell the night, copper pennies get shot in the head. Salute you with a shot of Henny.
Creep up on you silently with the 4 nickel shining so vibrantly.
Blood Blood everywhere, smelling like copper pennies. Get shot in the head, salute you with a shot of Henny.
Creep up on you silently with the four nickels shining so vibrantly.
Killers with Phil down in you eyes. I kill the mob of you guys. Fuck the fries, just kebab you with knives. Everybody got mafia ties. White castles at the bar, Mr. Appetizer, shotties and knives. Gucci gooses on display, shooters on the way. Bruce's on the bay, the Farrah pizza buffet. Inexclusive day, banana hands like Tony Robbins. Spumoni Gardens, the Coney got that homie. We keep the chromie poppin'. Rockin' the 14th century death mask. Gazelle goggles and Fendi headbands. I talk that Brooklyn choppy rub talk. Shoot on like you used to fuck off. Y'all never had enough sauce for blood sport. Nor to stomach the floors with the drugs bought. Quarter hundred the floor stuck a drug lord. Swimming pool shaped like a dollar sign. And choppers that make a day rape out of Columbine. Raiders of the laws, cocaine, Satan mass. Papers of the frauds, coalesce with the ancient math. Blood everywhere, smelling like copper pennies. Get shot in the head, salute you with a shot of Henny.
Creep up on you silently with the four nickels shining so vibrantly.
Blood everywhere, smelling like copper pennies. Get shot in the head, salute you with a shot of Henny.
Creep up on you silently with the four nickels shining so vibrantly.
Come on. That's a grip of the serpent. That's the words of a liar. As I search to acquire the fire, first to inspire me to curse in each verse with the higher. You're witnessing the rebirth of the fighter. Need to do some research on a spider. Feet first with the bugs in my web, and I had madness on my mind. Doing drugs up at 7, throwing slugs up at heaven. Scorching from the flame of the hellfire burning. I'm an orphan of the game. Purple rain leaking, black coffin in my vein. I can see my sanity encircling the drain. Flush with the rush of the pills crushed up in my well. Am I still fucked up? Tell me where's the plug? It's so bad I'd have pulled it. A car out of fuel, I'm a gad out of bullets. I'm gone.
I'm on it, and I'm violent. A little unstable, it's probably my environment. All the time spent trying to write me around to get out though. Cause we cutthroat, but above all, I'm a warrior. Look, my blood pump high octane, I flame on. Cause the line that goes straight to the brakes, you crash dummies. Wipe the mud up off my face, watch the sun shine down on me. Risen from the ashes, swinging for the fence with a bat named Lucille, like Walking Fucking Dead. Pop the trunk, I'm fed up, turn the street to bedlam. Murder, murder, red rum, drill a beat like Ted Bundy. I've been at this shit forever, man, for oh so long. Trying to paint a perfect picture with the tools that I got. Or maybe it's the death of my pops in a box full of ashes, passing around like a souvenir, asking me questions about him. The tension keeps stacking. The fact of the matter is I'm just a bastard. Now fuck what you talking, I've heard it 1,000 times. Back of my mind, I had thought about suicide. Walk with my head up, but egg just to crack a smile. Dealt with the hurt and the anger keep coming out. I'm on it, and I'm violent. A little unstable, it's probably my environment. All the time spent trying to write me around to get out though. Cause we cutthroat, but above all, I'm a warrior. Look, my blood pump high octane, I flame on. Cause the line that goes straight to the brakes, you crash dummies.
How you feeling over there, Sinji? You all right? Can I hear you? Are you muted? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Are you muted? You're muted. 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 No sound. You're muted.
I know. I know, mi amigo. I am traveling across the plains. The great Alfonso's Pancake House is nearby, and I shall make it to there.
Singe Man, what year was this picture? What year was this picture taken of you with the puppet on the screen right now?
1969, when Capricorn landed in the ocean from the moon. After they came down from the moon, and they put blankets on because they were cold.
What did you do? Do you still have the cowboy hat?
Oh, yes, I do. I'll show you in a bit. We're traveling to my front yard now. My front yard is the forest. Artist thou an artist? Yes, I says, 'tis a forest before us. Where we going? Hop on in. Where we going?
What did you do with the Mandela affected puppet? Do you still have it?
I could make it if I had enough sewing machines and enough.
Well, you looked like you looked like you had a few more pounds in your cheeks there. Same beard.
I've been drinking a lot of beer.
Same mustache. But you look a lot younger there. But you look a lot happier. You were happy at that time when you were playing with the puppet, weren't you?
I'm a puppet master, actually.
All right, let's move on.
Well, I can't help but wonder if Xavier Roberts just came up with a story all on his own. Like, did it come to him from the collective consciousness? Or does he just have a soft spot for child labor? There's actually a place you can go in White County, Georgia, where they do live births, and you can look it up on YouTube to see what I'm talking about. The bunny bee character also is a hybrid creature of two animals that both symbolize.
That's what I'm saying. That's how you get all those puppets made.
As
You
we
need
know,
lots of little people in Oompa outfits making you
where all the
your puppet.
offspring originate from. It would seem that this is some sort of reference to babies being created in a lab on a mass scale.
Yes.
Why were there so many orphans? Most common answer will be, the baby boom. But this didn't happen until 1946 to 1964. These postcards are from 1890 to 1910. And there's really no explanation for the burst of orphans that we see being brought into the United States.
Testify.
Or the amount of orphanages and asylums that exist that no longer seem to be necessary. Could the baby boom narrative be a way to sweep this part of history under the rug? The orphanages were all shut down, and after the 60s, people just stopped having babies and getting married after World War II, according to the narrative. Then there were the incubators of the 1900s.
Yes.
It's difficult to keep premature babies alive with modern technology, yet they were doing this back in 1835 in Europe. They turned this into a sideshow, where at the World Fair...
So, like the sci-fi movies we've watched over the years?
And for
where they
some
have,
reason-
like,
Well, Singe Man.
I don't know, like the Matrix or something?
Well, you know how they have, they mention all these World's Fairs and like the movies and stuff. Like, oh, we're going to the World's Fair, like in the old movies and stuff like that. Well, people would travel. All right, back in those days, they didn't have cars. I don't know if they really had trains. They would sail across the plain to like take them like months to get to the World's Fair. You know what I'm saying? And then,
they would fly in dirigibles and ride in omnibuses.
Well,
and they would use steam-powered.
And they had you see these things on the screen. Listen, Singeman, seriously. You see this thing on the screen right here, these incubators? They had these at the World's Fairs like back in the day, and the people used to come and look at babies, and they had live babies.
Yes. You may purchase one if you have the money and the clarity with which to prove thou art worth.
So what do you think about that? You think they were just growing the babies? Where do you think they got them from?
Oh, test tube babies, yes. Quite.
That's what we're talking about, yes. That's what we're talking about. So everybody was originally a test tube baby then. If everybody was an orphan, that came from, well, not everybody, but a lot of people came from these type of people.
It is a way to ensure immunity among the pool.
I know what you're saying.
The population economics require an immune population with which you may have purity. And if you do not think in the way of the right thinker, thou art a wrong thinker.
Reason the royals would come and witness these events. So
This is
there's
nuts.
this genetic manipulation cloning idea in which these babies are actually being grown in some sort of pods. Perhaps the symbolism of the Cabbage Patch mirrors that process. Humans do resemble plants in the way that we're connected to a stem in our fetal state, and our whole lives are spent ripening. In the fetal abduction theory, we typically see a nurse-looking woman with either a fishing hook or a fishing net pulling a child out of the water.
Whoa.
Perhaps the hook and net represent medical tools and the water amniotic fluid. In either scenario, it would make sense that these babies have to end up in
Hello.
incubators
Little
or
Wing
hatcheries.
6 was 9.
And it begs the question, how did all these premature babies get here? If women back in, these days were having babies prematurely, why in such large numbers? And the babies all being babies, they'd have to have traveled there somehow within a short period of time. What are the chances that so many premature babies were driven from wherever their mothers were to these incubators all in time? And why do they charge people to view them as if this was some sort of exhibition or sideshow and not a pressing matter of life and death? For centuries, the stork has been thought of as a symbol for new beginnings in family lineage. The idea that this creature represents life-giving events also makes sense because storks are monogamous creatures, and they mate only once every year with their partners that they've chosen beforehand, choosing mates based solely on personality instead of looks, like many other birds. Now we've got kids inside a train. Orphan trains. Why so many orphans? Were these orphans taken from their families? Were they trained to instruct a new generation of genetically created babies? Or were they womb-napped babies? And we've got kids growing on trees. Kids being carried by storks. The Greek goddess Hera and her Roman counterpart Juno also favor the stork. And I'm sure you guys remember that quirky little teen pregnancy movie from the 2000s. And I suspect that Artemis of Ephesus is an ancient fertility symbol used by the elite to signify their ability to reseed a new population. So we've got hooks for
Artemis
moving
is going to
babies,
go to the moon.
kids in the water with
Yeah, I got
a
something
net
coming
and
up
fishing
on that,
rods.
Singe.
The
Save your
water,
thoughts
the
on
amniotic
it.
fluid, pulling children from the wombs of their mothers, perhaps? Could that be why there are so many premature babies? Or are they genetically manipulated? Cloning is not impossible. Just look at Miracle Millie. I think that the movie Aeon Flux is a great example. Hollywood is definitely alluding to this reality of artificial repopulation. The Cabbage Patch Kids sort of reminds me of those medieval occult books that depict humans growing from roots in the grounds or mandrakes, which are known to have occult properties for making one go insane.
Babies are also ready to join their elite clubs. And they're
Did
even
you know there's no humans on a flat Earth?
clothes.
There's no natural-born humans on a flat Earth.
Babies
They're all
floating
test
in
tube
the water,
babies.
all signifying children being born or found and then taken by the mother, the one with the basket. Yet, this is a figure that represents the government's function as a mother, a corporate operation of generating foundlings in order to fill their newly emptied and burned cities with new humans. Whoever made these postcards are trying to tell us something very dark about the world we live in, as if it's humorous. There's an extraordinary amount of work put into these early photo manipulations. One would think there should be a good resource for these old postcards, but they are rare and difficult to find. Babies with hats. Babies in the empty cities. Babies
Well, I
with
just got to say one thing though about this.
babies in the
Boom,
classroom.
baby.
Babies being brought in boats.
Babies.
And babies being grown in a variety of different situations. Is this some type of clever reference to the cloning of humans? We know of the sudden rise in orphans during the 1800s, but where do they all come from? Where do babies come from? All we can hope is that our minds may be unveiled.
Let go of everything you think to be true. Relax the mind and ask the question, do I truly understand what this reality is?
Yeah, so all right, what was that? Let me get rid of that. All right. So you were saying about
Wait, can someone look up? Oh,
you were
sorry.
saying, yeah,
Hey,
you
can
were
someone
saying,
look
you
in
were saying
chat? Can
the
someone look
Ottoman.
up? Go ahead. Wait, one more talk. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You was just mentioning about the Ottomans thing, right? What were you going to say about it?
Wait, someone in chat, can someone look up the etymology of orphan? I can't do it right now.
I can
I'm
look
curious.
it up.
Okay, you do it. What's the etymology of orphan? You do it. Yeah, good call.
Give me a second though. I'm doing something else right here. You see how I just popped in down there? Yeah, you know what? I got a better idea. All right. Because I wanted to bring up the Ottomans thing next, but I'll look it up. Just give me a second.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about it.
Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. Now what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. Now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? I thought you knew about it. Would you rather do without it? The earth's a center. The sun and moon moves around it like a clock. Can you hit a moving target with a rocket? I'm not hard to get along with. Just take a bong hit. Do you serve up any content? The stars are constant. You want a consolation for it? It makes me vomit. We never do get hit by comments. I know you want it. Just leave another useless comment. NASA lost it. The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. You know it's flat. And there is a bunch of us. The globies munching on a bunch of snuffleupagus. You think it's cute? Then why not cuddle up with us? We know it's flat. Why you making such a fuss? My supper was the fucking best. That's just because the earth is flat. It hit me like an uppercut to the nuts. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. There's a Russian with the crew. Don't forget to brush after your food. Asteroids and asteroids too. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. It's fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat.
You're funny.
Hey, what's up, Saturday Saints? How you doing, man?
Good. I just woke up. I ate so much food, dog. I was beside myself, bro.
You look this up and then he just takes off.
Welcome
All right.
What
I
up?
only ate the regular amount that
all
I
right,
normally
orphan.
eat.
Look,
I can't
look.
really.
The etymology of the word orphan. Okay, a child,
Oh, nice.
a child bereaved of
That's
one or
not
both.
the etymology. That's not the etymology.
No,
That's the
it's getting
definition.
into it. From the late Latin orphanus, parentless child. From the Greek orphanos, orphaned, without parents, fatherless, literally deprived. From orphos, bereft. This is
There
from
you go.
pi.
Okay, sorry. I just
This,
used that
it's
area.
gonna get into it. This is from pi, orbho, peri of father, also deprived of free status. From root orp, to change
What is
allegiance.
pi? This is from pi.
I don't know. PIE, all caps. To pass from pi is the new system.
You're gonna read that part. That's too deep.
Pi
So
is
it's
the
from
new.
bereft.
Listen,
So we need to know.
pi is the new system that Nancy from accounting down at the agency has come up with for filing the paperwork, dude. That's the.
That means bereft.
Yeah.
That's all we need to know. Bereft. Okay.
All right. So anyway, bereft, Sanskrit, Arabic, weak, child.
You're reading too far. I don't understand that.
All right. Too much. TMI.
I thought it meant like when you're cutting up when you're cutting up like a dolphin or something. You go. Do you guys want a flipper or fin?
Or a fin.
We got
Is there another one?
So, Singe, when
Mighty
did you
Morphin Power Rangers. Another
Right.
Morphin Power Ranger died.
All right.
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are cursed.
If you guys want to say anything about the Artemis thing, say it now or forever hold your peace.
Let's go Artemis,
Mighty
dude.
Morphin Power Rangers.
We can make it to the moon this time if we really try. You know, we can do it this time.
All right.
That's all I got to say about that. If you guys cross your fingers and you kids at home cross your toes and you guys are good and listen to your parents, just maybe we might get there this time. And when I say we, I mean me. They threw me on the back too.
Yeah, here's a video about it.
It has now been 50 years since NASA, otherwise known as Not a Space Agency, or Never a Straight Answer, allegedly sent 6 successful manned missions to the moon. For these past 5 decades, skeptics and critical thinkers have completely exposed and debunked every aspect of these supposed moon landings, including their disappearing original Apollo video, audio, and telemetry data, their fake photographs, fake moon rocks, studio backdrops, studio props, studio lighting, studio wires, and edited videos. Thanks to mainstream media monopolies and heavy censorship, however, the majority of the population still believes men actually walked on the moon. Now, this week, in a bid to bedazzle a new generation of space junkies, NASA has allegedly sent another craft to the moon. Only this time, the NASA Artemis mission is unmanned and won't even land. That's right, 50 years of technological progress and innovation has passed since the crappy computers we had in the late 60s and early 70s, along with hundreds of billions of taxpayer dollars given to NASA since then, and they still don't have the common decency to give us a good old-fashioned moon landing with trained astronauts. The fakery with the new NASA Artemis moon mission, as usual, was present right from the initial launch. Even though they try to pretend otherwise, the old adage, "what goes up must come down," applies to absolutely everything, including NASA's rockets. Every projectile shot straight upwards will eventually begin to arc, form a parabola, and come right back down to Earth, as evidenced by literally every
Bermuda
rocket
Triangle
ever launched. These rockets are always shot with their arc facing the same direction, which just happens to be smack dab in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle. NASA says, of course, that the rockets
Called
are
it.
intentionally making this parabolic course so that gravity can somehow slingshot them into outer space, a completely unevidenced claim which their fanboys and fangirls just accept without question. For the skeptical, critical thinkers among us, however, a careful examination of the photo and video evidence proves that this is impossible. The extreme arc and angle, compared to the relatively short distance these rockets take on their parabolic course, shows they are clearly coming right back down to Earth. This is also apparent by the fact that shortly after the rockets are out of view from onlookers at Cape Canaveral, NASA always changes from showing live, real footage to nothing but CGI for the rest of the broadcast. Anyone watching the NASA Artemis launch live will have noticed the stark contrast from the clearly real footage being received for the first few minutes to the clearly fake CGI footage being shown for the next several hours. For the next several hours, NASA ushered in their usual brigade of high-fiving mission controllers interspersed with truly terrible computer graphics, which they never admit are fake and constantly praise and talk about as if they are watching a live video feed. Nobody bothers to ask why we can't have multiple live videos facing all directions for the entire flight. Why do we only get whatever little snippets NASA decides to share, rather than full, unedited footage from multiple angles for the entire duration of the flight? Even if it could not be broadcast live, we, the NASA taxpaying public, deserve to see the entire journey, unedited, from launch to landing. Of course, we have never and will never see such unedited footage, which would be simple to provide if these missions were real. After a few days, the first images and videos allegedly being sent back from the moon reached NASA, and the following footage is what they released to the public. Many of you can tell just by looking that this is not genuine and is clearly CGI, but many others will swear until they are blue in the face that this is authentic footage. The reality is, though, that it is easily proven to be fake, doctored footage with just a little knowledge of video editing software. By adjusting the brightness and contrast levels, and gradually removing the hues that comprise black from the background, small square artifacts begin to appear around the objects in the video. As you can see, the Earth, Moon, and craft all have these markings, which are only present in doctored footage. In real, genuine, authentic footage, without any manipulation or editing, these artifacts will not appear anywhere, no matter how you adjust the hues, brightness, or contrast. This is a clear smoking gun against NASA, but not the first time they have been exposed for the same trick. The many Earthrise images NASA has released since the Apollo times up to present day have been analyzed and criticized for the exact same kind of fakery. Unfortunately, this important information continues to be swept under the conspiracy theory carpet by the manipulated masses, while charlatan organizations like NASA receive endless amounts of undue praise and tax money. Meanwhile, anyone who attempts to expose and debunk their nonsense is censored and banned. In fact, my previous 2 documentaries on this subject have now both been scrubbed from YouTube, but I will provide links below to The NASA Moon and Mars Landing Hoaxes and 20 Proofs NASA Faked the Moon Landings.
Good footage, bro.
You might be asking yourself, can you actually
That was
create high
that was Eric Dubé, but yeah.
No, I know.
I just seen it pop up, you know. What's going on?
Eric Dubé and me are coming flat out of Compton, dog.
Oh yeah, is he from Compton?
No. I can't picture him walking around Compton barefoot, dog, passing out flat earth flyers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't picture it either.
Have fun finding your way down Compton Avenue, homie.
Well, let me think. So I got forgot what I was doing here. All right. So I did that. I got another one. Let's check this out. This looks pretty cool. Let's see when this pops up.
Damn, that's a badass drawing, bro.
Yeah, thank you. I like it. It's cool.
Hey, real quick, I was gonna show, or after this, I'm gonna show you a logo after this video.
It's not that long.
All right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the Forgotten Fire. And the title for this video is inspired by this article I was reading that was talking about the Great Fire of 1835 in New York, which destroyed nearly 700 buildings. But the thing about a lot of these great fires is they paved the way for these more modern cities. And the Great Fire of 1835 was no exception. It helped create modern New York City. I'm going to just highlight this pattern of these great fires, and they're followed by a lot of the architecture that we actually question the history of those different structures. And as far as New York City goes, this is an excerpt from another article. Just most of the buildings on today's Stone Street were built in the immediate years following the Great Fire. And it's also one of the few cobblestone streets still around. So that's just something to note. But you know, we see this pattern a lot, and I'm just wondering if we're looking at one destructive event actually involving fire. And we can look to Brussels, and there was, according to the historical narrative, Great Fire of, and it destroyed what used to be a palace. I think it's the Palace of Kudenberg. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but there's just another article talking about how there's a lost palace that rivaled Versailles buried underneath Brussels. So underneath this square with these neoclassical buildings is the remains of a palace that was destroyed by fire. You can go on a tour through this, and we're told it's all cellars and things like that, but there's like cobblestone, there's remnants of a cobblestone street that you can actually walk on, and I guess it was called the Rue Isabelle. But when you go on this tour, this particular road is completely underground and it changes in elevation. But just above here would be the street level. But again, we're talking completely destroyed by fire. And then what gets built on top is this, you know, neoclassical structures. And we can go back to Canada here, and there was another destructive fire. And this time we're told this one's in 1849, and it destroyed the first Parliament building. And I think this one's in Montreal. So there's been excavations, I think, that started in 2010, and came across this article just talking about Canada's ex-parliament to be excavated from under Montreal parking lot. So there's this fire and things are buried. This is just another shot of the excavations. But what's interesting is like it paves the way for all this newer construction that is typically like Victorian in style. And came across this article. Montreal is 375 years old, but how old are its buildings? Montreal is celebrating its 375th anniversary, but very few vestiges of its early history remain. So, in the case of Montreal, you have, again, like I think there were multiple fires in 1852, destroyed just a lot of the area. And what gets built on top are a lot of these really beautiful structures, City Hall, we got churches and hospitals, but they all have the, you know, the really old world look to them. And these are the structures that we sort of question their histories, their narratives. But again, it's this clearing of the plate, you know, with these fires, and there are these remnants of these structures that are buried. And somebody put together this map here of, it's not a complete map of all the structures, but when you put the filter on for structures that are between 1800 and 1850, you only see a handful of structures show up. But we're gonna go to another screen that just shows when you change the filter to after 1850, you see there's just a dramatic increase in structures. They're given dates between 1850 and 1900. So even though Montreal is an older city that stretches back much further back than 1850, the great majority of the structures that are the oldest belong to this period of time, 1850 to 1900. And then we have the history of all the fires in 1850 or 1849. And so I'm wondering if it's just one event. Now we can go to Toronto. The remains of Ontario's first parliament are buried and long forgotten, and there's evidence that they caught fire. The site where Upper Canada's parliament once sat is currently home to this car wash until the city figures out how it plans to commemorate the site. And I should mention that going back to this particular ex-parliament site in Montreal, this was under a parking lot as well. And let's go back over here. Yeah, this car wash in Ontario's first parliament, these two buildings, this is largely a parking lot too, but this is the location in Toronto and this is the car wash. They believe that there's more of the structure to be found underneath this parking lot, but I came across some PDFs talking about they did an excavation of these early parliament buildings, and again they date back to pre-1850, early 1800s, but they show these burnt floorboards. I can tell there's been a fire, and there's an official explanation, but I'm just wondering if we're looking at a more singular event, because not far from the location of where they found these buried buildings is this historic district, the Distillery District, historic district. It's less than 400 yards away and considered a prized landmark, Toronto's Distillery Historic District. And again, you have these Victorian industrial buildings that are sitting on top of like that level of strata where you had those buried structures. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is what always seems to sit on top of these buried sites is like this more Victorian style structure, even if it's more of an industrial building. And again, with the brick lined streets, which is interesting, but there was some archaeology done on these structures. I don't know exactly how many there are in this little area, but I know it's several dozen. But I came across another PDF that there was a dig done in 2007 under one of these buildings in this district, in the Distillery District, and they believe they found the foundations of a windmill. But in one of these buildings, they found a close-up of a brick arch in the foundation of one of these historic Victorian industrial buildings. So it's just the same dynamic. There's this buried previous structure. It seems to be, some of them seem to have issues with being burnt. And then on top of it, usually like the Victorian stuff that we see. And I talked about this one in a previous video. Portland, Maine, Great Fire of 1866. We're showing images of complete destruction. And then in about 2 years, Portland, Maine was almost completely rebuilt. Characteristic brick, but this Victorian architecture. We're given different dates for all these fires, but it's the same concept. And this is an interesting one, Hot Springs, Arkansas. One of the interesting things about Hot Springs is that it is the only American city that's actually nestled within a national park. And I think we're at the point where we kind of suspect that national parks are a way to hide our history along with seemingly golf courses and parking lots. But surprise, surprise, there was a great fire in this area. And this is an illustration, but there was a great fire in I think it was 1878 or thereabouts.
Someone just popped in. Why is there a comment up on the screen? Is that Cinderman that's doing that? Is it me? I don't want to blame anybody. Saturday Saints is back.
Nay, my friend, my mic is off.
All right.
Bear tell me, what artist thou mentioning? What is thy?
No, it's all right to
boggle?
it's all right to put things up on the screen. Just don't forget that you left it there and walk away for 20 minutes.
Oh, no, I might have, because I've been walking around doing all kinds of stuff. I almost ended the stream on accident, by the way.
Don't do that.
I was like, whoa.
Oh, now he's gone. I was gonna
give
give him a minute to show his art. All right,
No, I almost ended the stream because I'm just on my phone, and I'm just walking with my phone, and there's something like, you know what I mean? If you just brush the phone the wrong way.
What did you say you wanted to show us, Latter-day Saints? You had something?
Yeah, but I just tried to share it in the comments, and it keeps taking me out of StreamYard.
What is it? Is it on your channel?
No. It's just a logo. It's a company called FDC.
Yeah.
And it's just a coffee company, but they have a logo that's like a fire department logo. Yeah. And since I was an inmate fireman, I'm gonna change the FDC to FDS. I just want to show you, but it's back in the kitchen. I'm so full I can't even barely move.
It's all right.
This hour has been brought to you by Pfizer.
Medical advice.
No, that's not advice. That's
But again, another wiping the slate clean. This disastrous fire burned down nearly half of Hot Springs, and all of the downtown businesses and most of the bathhouses along Hot Springs Creek were burned. Now, what happens after this? This is an image from 1890, and you have a lot of these bathhouses rebuilt, and there's all these structures, post Great Fire, and they have, this Victorian look to them. But there is one bathhouse in particular. It's considered, I believe, the oldest. This Hale bathhouse is the oldest, with most of the current structure being completed in 1892. So, post Great Fire, most of the structure is intact. I think there was a renovation in like 1914 or 1916. But just one more point, the exact design of this 1892 bathhouse is unknown. But what I really want to point out is in the basement of this structure, there was another archaeological dig, and I can't remember the year, but they found a sealed arched brick window. And this is in the basement. And they also found a sealed arched brick doorway. And again, that was all in this Hale bathhouse basement. And they believe it's associated with a previous structure on the site. So there's these cutoff points, and it's usually like there's a Great Fire, and what came before is usually forgotten, and what's sitting above, a lot of times, a lot of these Victorian structures, we have questions sometimes with those structures too. So it's an interesting dynamic. And of course, you got San Francisco, we're told in 1851, there was, I think, a Great Fire, 3/4 of the city destroyed. And interesting, they tell us that people also helped out in the destruction of buildings. According to this article, gunpowder was used to destroy, in addition to the fire destroying structures, gunpowder was used to destroy the city in order to save it. These fire breaks. Almost 2,000 buildings were burnt. And of course, what happens after 1851? I showed this panorama from 1855 to 1856. So within 5 years, thousands of structures. And we're talking by 1856, population 50,000. Talked about this. So it's just the pattern. I just wanted to kind of really show that I think these Great Fires are just a tool to explain away why a lot of these other sites are buried and forgotten. And then what comes on top of them are a lot of these Victorian style structures, and a lot of the things we're looking at are older, but trying to pin it down exactly is tough to do. But I just kind of wanted to go over this and kind of solidify a few things as much as we could anyway. So I think that's about it. I just once again want to give a big shout out to all my.
All right. So real quick, I want to just get into something real quick. Let me just give me 1 second. Latter-day Saints is back. All right, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to get.
Any man with a big check in his hand? away, but the memory remains. Yeah, oh no. What do you do when they say you're wrong? When the proof is gone, what do you think when they change this song? Hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath, trust yourself.
All right, so I have a serious question for you, and this is like a serious thing. Like I'm not fucking around. I'm not fucking around on this. Okay, so today's Thanksgiving, right? And it's look, I got the calendar. I don't know if you guys can see my calendar, but all right, it's the fourth. It's the fourth Thursday, right? It's the fourth Thursday of the month. It's the 24th, right? I always remembered Thanksgiving being around the 18th, the third Thursday of the month, right? The third. What do you remember? What do you remember? You always remember Thanksgiving being this late in the month?
Me personally, I do because my birthday's the 29th.
Your whole
So
life, your whole life.
my whole life, I always remember it being the last Thursday.
I even felt off this year. Like I've
Really?
already known about this for a few years. But like, all right, let's just watch the video then.
Yeah, because my dad's birthday's the 22nd. It falls on his birthday sometimes.
Maybe we're from a different reality, bro.
We are for sure.
Ready? Watch this one. Oh shit.
I wanted to make this video because it deals with the month of November, and there are some changes in this month of November. I've made a couple of videos that deal with the month of November on a particular date, and I'll provide those links in the description box below if you want to watch. But this one here is, it deals with Thanksgiving. Now, this is not a new change. This happened a few years ago. So I always remember Thanksgiving was on the third Thursday in the month of November. And it changed to the fourth Thursday in the month of November. This has been covered by other channels on YouTube about this Mandela effect. I did want to look into it, see what I could find. And I came across something that I've never heard of before. But yeah, for me, Thanksgiving was always on a Thursday in the month of November, and no other month. And I was looking at the proclamations for Thanksgiving, and the history seems like it's changing. But yeah, it's very, very odd. So take a look and let me know what you remember.
That's what I remember. Look.
I can't. Well, okay. So do the math. I was thinking.
Thursday, December 18th.
Well, look at. So the
Well, wait,
22nd.
November 18th. November 18th is what I remember.
The 22nd is my dad's birthday, right?
Yeah,
And mine's the 29th.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking Thanksgiving's fallen on my dad's birthday before, but if my birthday ever fell on a Thursday, wouldn't my birthday be on Thanksgiving every once in a while? Like once every 7 years?
What'd you say your birthday is?
The 29th of this month?
Well, happy
So if
birthday.
my birthday falls on Thursday once every 7 years, then I'd have Thanksgiving on my birthday once every 7 years, right?
You never remember
Being the last Thursday?
I guess so. Do you ever remember having Thanksgiving?
No, I've never had Thanksgiving on my birthday, bro. But my dad's had Thanksgiving on his birthday, which is the 22nd, going back as far as I can remember.
Oh, I got a comment on my phone. Let me see what it says. Someone said someone said, "Can you give Latter-day Saints a thank from me? Dude eats fruit like a fucking pro, and I'm inspired by the lack of grounding inhibitors."
Hell yeah. No mask, no shoes, no nervous, baby. You know. Much love.
I have people watching that aren't even in the chat that, you know.
That's right.
Yeah.
I stay not rocking them grounding inhibitors, homie.
Thursday, December 18th.
Whoa. So it used to be. It says December? I can't read that from here.
Yeah, that says December. That's weird. Third Thursday of November. That's a paperback from 1931.
Damn.
They all say third Thursday in November.
It is weird that I've never had my birthday on Thanksgiving.
It's been throwing me off for a few years now. I'm always thinking it's going to be around the 18th, and it's always around like 23rd, 24th. I'm like, what?
FDR's Flatter-day Ranch, right? I hate looking at those old pictures, dude.
I know.
They're so fake. They came and slaughtered them suckers, dude.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Bloodbath style.
If Columbus was real, then yeah. If he was real.
That's why I stay with a 1491 flat on my fingers, dog.
Yeah. Franklin, Massachusetts. Third Thursday of Thanksgiving. Third Thursday in November. Franklin, Mass. You know, like there's all this residue for it. And then let me see if that what he was talking about. Hold on one second. If it's really in the description, if I can even get in the description of the video. Where is the description of the video? Because I saw those other ones too. Related video. Remember. Yeah, this one. So some people remember there being a 31st of November. Check this out. Let's see.
Whoa.
Yeah, look at this. I don't know. I mean, I don't remember that, but I'm not sure.
I don't know.
You remember it? There was never a 31st of November. Look, it's on people's graves.
Damn.
Look, November 31st, right on the grave, dude.
That dude was born November 31st and died November 30th? That's weird.
It is weird, but what's weirder is if you look it up, there's never been a November 31st, ever.
I don't ever remember it, dog.
Mary, his wife, was born November 31st.
Whose wife?
That's what it said in the letter.
Whose wife? Oh, that dude's wife?
Whoever the letter was about, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, November 31st. Like, they're just showing examples of it.
Yeah.
That it existed. Look, that's a birth certificate that says it. Or yeah, that's what that is. So people were born on that day. Look, it's on a calendar.
Weird. Hey, you know my birthday is the 333rd day of the year?
That's weird.
I know.
33, yeah. Wow. Well, let me see. Well, since you're here, I might as well play this one. I have it over ready to go.
Ray's in his studio again.
I'm in the studio again. I'm still. They won't let me out. Melanie won't put her credit card back on, or it's maxed out. I'm not sure. But, you know, not everybody's got tons of money.
Hey, weird that I happen to throw the name Melanie in my last song.
Yeah, which one was that?
I go, this ain't medical advice on a melody nice like Melanie before she got in them felony fights.
Was that the last one we played?
Yeah, medical. No, it was medical.
Get the fuck out of here. You're fired.
No, get the better solution. You keep me on the payroll as an outside consultant. And in exchange for my salary, my job will be never to tell people these things that I know. I don't even have to come into the office. I can do this job from home.
Yo, your first flat,
why don't you fall off the edge? I heard that Mike Collins from Apollo is dead. My girl's fat girl, let's just crawl in the bed. Don't spit if you want, just swallow instead. Swallow instead. Can you hear me, Siri? Swallow instead. Hello, Siri. Is gravity a theory or a fact? Thought my tampons in the house where my period's at. Get my rap on when I'm pissed about the serious crap. Passing so fast through space, time bends in half. After blasting through warp speed, we get to plaid. Don't listen if you don't like when I spit these raps. Rhymes I write like lightning, I write so fast. I'm like Mike Tyson, you ain't got a fighting chance. Yo, I'm going back to basics, flat smack in the faces. You can't have gas pressure without adjacent to the vacuum of space, bitch, without a container. Like paying for a lawyer without a retainer. I ain't playing, about to let a slug out of this chamber. When you see the red dot, yo, no doubt it's a laser. Helio flatty dude, shot up for later, shot up for later. Flatty dude, shot up for later. I've been around the world, and I measure the earth, measure the earth. The devil, he's so clever with words, but level don't ever mean curved, it never means curved, and meta, from the metaverse, They're playing Call of Duty, help build my immunity up, insurance policy paying you, they usually bluff. I'm not saying they won't do it, but it's usually tough. The last few years I've seen some unusual stuff, but if I mention the shot, you say I'm off the beat. So now I'm beating off to the thoughts of shots in me. What a rotten little awful getting off scot-free. Son of a gun of a bitch I've come to be. Shaking up the game to break up the redundancy. And if it wasn't for work, they'd have no taxes. And if it wasn't for burnt, there'd be no ashes. And if it wasn't for birds, egg be no hatching. And if it wasn't for dirt, there'd be no traffic. And if it wasn't for hurts, there'd be no passion. And if it wasn't for learning, then why all the classes? If it wasn't for your purse, yo, I'd have nothing to snatch. And if I don't come in first, then I'm coming in last. I've been around the world, and I measure the earth, measure the earth. The devil, he's so clever with words, but level don't ever mean curved, it never means curved, and meta, from the meta. All these atheists must hate my guts, cause I say to their face, space is fake and stuff. NASA astronauts, everything you say is suspect, cause I suspect you make it up. Not your average FE thespian beast, faster than faggots fasting at a lesbian feast. She that loves me the least will give me nothing to eat, but he that loves me the most will give me something to smoke. This ain't how much your mother loving murder she wrote. The spin of the earth should've made your vertebrae broke. Every word that I spoke, you couldn't refute it. Water finds a true level, so you couldn't dilute it. You couldn't dilute it. It can't be refuted. You couldn't dilute. You couldn't dilute. You couldn't dilute it.
Who the f do you think you are, you crazy little shit? Security?
I am Jack's smirking revenge.
Oh.
Conspire, slain, come on. Yeah, as I stand once again at the church steps, while the box gets raised by the pallbearers. In the same neighborhood I had first left, I look around and see these faces are all mirrors. I can see the past I recall clearest, fall nearest, brothers that we call dearest. Under the thunder while we wonder if the Lord hear us. I seen the writing on the wall where I scrawled lyrics. Crush it when the panic comes in, and hope against hope to be a man among men. Till you walk in my shoes and you stand in my skin. You never understand how bananas I've been. It's life in the streets, how do we run through it? I guess we either rise above it or succumb to it. I seen the hell and the heaven of it all. The good die young, buried with the legends of the fall.
I watch the giants fall. I see you stumble over lies that you told. I watch the giants fall. In the past you flew and now you're flying low.
What's it took me 20 years, now a sober guy. Bad guys back, now a good guy, Cobra Kai. Vocalize, there is no more lies, I am transparent. Gaining knowledge, what's the point if you can't share it? Evolve, I don't want problems, I want them resolved. Walk straight, head on a swivel, watch out for evil. Hey, I am small, but twice you have seen this giant fall. Major ego, little knucklehead with iron balls. Stay away from drama now, like how the hell am I involved? Unless you want some positive energy, please don't try and call. Used to think jungle, the little lion roars. Now half my friends are gone, are on the other side of iron doors. Ruined idol from too entitled to suicidal. Excited cause I'm happy now, so everything I do is vital. Appreciate the blessings, keep my head down and keep grinding. Come out the darkness, if you want the light, you will find it. I watch the giants fall. I see you stumble over lies that you told. I watch the giants fall. In the past you flew, but now you're flying low. Watch the giants fall. I see you stumble over lies that you told. I watch the giants fall. In the past you flew, but now you're flying low. I watch the giants fall. I see you stumble over lies that you told. I watch the giants fall.
You slept. Warning, the self-destruct system has been activated. Option to override self-destruct expires in 10 minutes.
That thing is just ridiculous. Since really,
Hey, you ever heard of another flat Earth rapper? His name's Come Out of Her.
No.
He does a song called "Spankin' with Van Allen Belts." Have you heard that song?
No.
I never met the dude,
Is
but
he
I
good?
wanted to just put his stuff out there. If you wanna find it, it's on my channel. I've never met him or anything, but I put his video on my channel. It's pretty dope. It's Spankin' with Van Allen Belts. I think you like it. They're called Flat Earth Mafia.
Yeah, I'll play it.
Yeah. Can you hear these dogs barking in my background? I'm gonna mute my shit.
Where is it on your channel?
Okay, if you just go under videos.
Uh-huh.
Sorry about these dogs, bro.
I don't. It's all good, dude. I've had a dog. I love dogs, dude. I don't.
All right.
Trust me. They don't bother me at all.
Cool.
I had a pit bull for like 12 and a half years, and then he passed away. But
If you
I love.
if you just go under videos, you'll find it. It's not on any of my playlists. I should have put it on a playlist, but I didn't.
All right. Which one?
It's down. It's down a ways. It's down a little ways. Hey,
you got a lot of videos.
I know. I was trying to keep it at 333, but every time I put up a video, I'd have to lock another video, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna stop locking my videos. I'm just gonna let it keep going. Otherwise, I'd have like 400 videos. I was trying to keep it at 333.
How many subs are you at this point?
Like 12, I think.
Me, like what? 1,100 and something.
Yeah, like 1,200. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm at like 1,120 now.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, we're moving on up, slowly but surely. All right,
To the east side.
Yeah,
Finally got a piece of the pie.
yeah.
All right, keep going. It's down a little ways. It's going to be like 6 months back, probably.
All right, we're at 5 months, so we're almost there.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep going down. Could be at 7 or 8 even.
All right. We're at just 6 months right there. Doctor Who.
All right. Yeah, so go down a little further.
All right. Black Swan. All right.
Okay, it's somewhere right around here. Keep going down a little bit more. Keep going. You're almost there.
I just go slow.
Almost there.
I just go slow because there's a lag, I want to make
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, top left-hand corner.
This one. Spank 'em. Yeah, I haven't seen this yet. Okay, let's check
Dude,
it out.
I love these guys.
Spank 'em with Van Allen's belt. NASA's been a bad boy. Spank 'em with Van Allen's belt. Spank 'em with Van Allen's belt. NASA's been a bad boy. Spank 'em with Van Allen's belt. I got bars. Call me a repeat felon. How they going to Mars but can't repeat the moon landing? Highway to heaven. Michael landed. Did you see that move? Module, how they landed? NASA's been a bad boy. Spank 'em with Van Allen's belt. They out here talking space travel, how they never left. You want the truth? Educate yourself. Don't trust the system, boy. Educate yourself. Operation Fish Bowl, we in a snow globe. NASA's faking space walks in a swimming pool. Look down there, I see space bubbles. Astronauts is drowning, I see space bubbles. I see the truth. Took off my fisheye lenses. Post about flat Earth, and you see just who your friends is. Can I get a witness? Flat Earth Mafia, can I get a witness? The Earth is flat, they better deal with it. Zipping and turning through infinite space, and we don't feel spinning. Then they fall back on almighty gravity. Undetectable, untestable, theoretical gravity. Where's that all at? When you need it, there it is. Run up on NASA like I was Negan. You never look in that bowl that you've been eating. You never looked in that bowl that they've been feeding. Look at NASA's founder, Werner von Braun. 1901 book of Psalms on his tombstone. The firmament showeth God's handiwork. It says the firmament showeth God's handiwork. He got the last laugh, he spanked them with Van Allen's belt. Once you finalize here, you start looking at other stuff. Epstein didn't kill himself. Building 7 didn't collapse by itself. Pizzagate, illegal organs trade. Child sex, slaves illegal, no knock raids. All for your guns, all up in your homes. Adrenochrome, they hear you through your phones. Blues bad for your bones. Birth certificates a bond. The elite can't wait to drop the bomb. Bases underground, pyramids in the U.S. found. 1947 Puget Sound. Men in black, they put it in the movie to make you laugh. Hey, yeah, it's funny, but it's facts. Hey. Yeah, it's funny, but it's facts. Spank 'em with Van Allen's belt. Spank 'em with Van Allen's belt. Spank 'em with Van Allen's belt. Spank 'em with Van Allen's belt.
I love that shit.
Where are
Hey,
they
anybody
from?
who likes it, drop a comment in the chat.
Where are they from? Down south? They sound like it's down south rap.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they are, dog.
Well, I got this Nephilim documentary I'm gonna play. I don't know if it's any good. We'll check. If it's no good, we'll change it.
There were giants in the earth in those days, and when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. The Maya and Incas of South America believed a race of giants existed on Earth before the Great Flood. So did many other ancient civilizations. Some took them for gods, others...
That's crazy. So the Mayans and the Inca believed in the flood too, and they believed that there was giants before the flood.
left likenesses of them in stone or wrote about them in their histories. The Greeks and Romans told of blood falling from heaven and landing in the lap of the earth goddess Gaia, who gave birth to the Titans, a race of fearsome giants. Perhaps the most famous of all was Goliath, the Philistine, one of 5 giant brothers. Vendell Jones is an archaeologist with a style of his own. He spent a lifetime tracking down Goliath and the Ark of the Covenant, with which the Jewish holy book of the Midrash tells us the giant made off.
Goliath thrashed his way through the Israeli soldiers, ran over and scooped the ark up on his shoulder, slew Pinchas and Hopha, and took the ark back to the camp of the Philistines.
It was in this field, 15 miles southwest of present-day Jerusalem, that legend says Goliath was finally slain. Not by a giant warrior like himself, but by a puny boy, David, who, as this 9th century BC tablet indicates, would later become king of the Israelites.
David reached into his script. He pulled out this black thing with long leather straps, and he put it on his arm and wrapped it like this and said, "You have come against me with a buckler and the armor and a shield and a sword, but I'm coming against you in the name of the Lord God of Israel." Then he reached in and pulled out another set of leather straps, but this one had a stone in it. And like this, the shepherd boy cracked Goliath, stunned him. He didn't kill him. Goliath fell on his hands and knees. David ran over and took the sword of Goliath, this enormous sword that had killed Hophri and Pinchas. And with Goliath's sword, he decapitated him.
Just 2 miles from where the famous fight took place stands an 80-foot overgrown mound. This is believed to be Goliath's final resting place, though no one knows for sure because it's never been excavated. In the American Midwest, there are also many large mounds, which are said to be graves. An author who has sold over 15 million books and written extensively on giants is Brad Steiger.
Mass graves of giants were opened. Some of the men 8 feet tall, some of the women 7 feet tall. some records of men 10 feet tall, and extremely large skulls. And extraordinarily, some of these skulls had horns, some had extra rows of teeth, some had other what we would call anomalies, but they were extraordinarily large skulls and extraordinarily large people.
A maverick archaeologist who has long been fascinated by legends of American giants is David Hatcher Childress.
A number of mounds in the Midwest in America were excavated starting around 1850. And in many cases, they would find skeletons of people who were in excess of 7 feet tall. And in many cases, they had double rows of teeth, as well as, in some cases, 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot.
The one that was found in Bridal Veil Falls, California, by a group of miners, first they found this wall with very intricate hieroglyphics. They assumed that they were finding gold behind the wall. They broke it down, and they found this woman holding a child covered with fur and a strange kind of dust. The same tall female mummified remains have been found in Texas. They have been found in Death Valley. They have been found in other parts of California.
These old photographs and newspaper clippings are all that survive of these mysterious giants. Winner of the Newsmaker of the Year award, journalist Jim Mars has a special interest in speculative science.
Archaeology at that time was in a heyday. There was everybody that had a shovel was out trying to find something. But what's interesting is that the finding of these giant mummified bodies and giant fossils and bones, really you can't pin to any particular location. They were finding them in Greece, they were finding them in Italy, they were finding them in the Middle East, they were finding them in America. And even if you write off a few of those as perhaps a hoax or a misinterpretation of something else, you're still left with a tremendous amount of evidence to show that there were these giant beings at some point walking the earth.
In 1912, ranchers started coming to this isolated cave near Lovelock, Nevada, to dig out bat guano for fertilizer. Inside, a surprise was waiting for them.
They began excavating the 10 to 15 feet of guano that was here in this cave. They started discovering some unusual artifacts. They found duck decoys and baskets, other things for hunting and fishing in the nearby lake that's now drying up. But then they made some very unusual discoveries, and those were of red-haired giants that were...
It's that same old going in the cave looking for bat guano for fertilizer excuse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
I've heard that time immemorial, time and time again. Actually, I used to use that excuse for skipping class in high school all the time. I have to go. I used to raise my you gotta be excused, and I'd be like, for what? I have to go in the cave again to look for bat guano for and the teachers used to like look at me like I was crazy, but they used to excuse me because they didn't want me in the class anymore after that. But
dude, I was trying to chill with my lady the other night, and she told me it was that time of the month, and I'm like, the time of the month for what? And she's like, to go to the bat cave again, get that guano.
Yeah.
These giants were 6.5 to 7 feet tall. In many cases, they were mummified, wrapped up like Egyptian mummies, and they had long...
This guy believes in aliens. This dude's on Ancient Aliens all the time, right? You know, you've seen him. You know who
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thinks we live on a ball.
Shoulders. The ranchers couldn't explain it. It was the strangest thing they'd ever seen. But the Paiute Indians who lived around here knew all about it. In fact, back in 1883, Sarah Winnemucca, a Paiute Indian princess, had written a book called Life Among the Paiutes. In that book, she talked all about the giant, red-haired people who used to live around this lake and live in this cave. She claimed they were cannibals.
It's like half truths. It's like they're telling you that there was giant red-haired people, which is true, but then they're like, probably flip it at the end and say it was aliens.
Dude, every time New York's playing, they're telling us it's giants, and San Francisco.
Yeah, they find them everywhere.
No, I'm saying every time they're playing. Get it?
The San
The
Francisco
team.
Giants. Yeah. The San Francisco Giants. I wasn't sure what you were saying. No, I thought you were talking about the earthquake. Something to do with the earthquake in San Francisco. You know,
Dude, California's got so much hidden giant stuff, bro.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It washes up.
Would eat the dead. They would make war on my people. My people went to work and gathered wood to fill up the mouth of the cave. At last my people set it on fire and called out to them, "Give up or you will die." But no answer came.
Now, one of the great mysteries of the West is what happened to these giants? There was nearly 60 skeletons brought out of this cave, but today they're nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Is it that there is some kind of archaeological
Cool, that was
cover-up
cool.
that has occurred here? Something that concerns giants?
Perhaps the entire story may be a rural legend, or like tons of buffalo bones, the remains may have been burned and used with the bat guano as fertilizer.
Yeah, right.
Explanation, proof that there were giants here has disappeared. Yet at the same time, tantalizing clues to their existence can be found all over the world.
All over the globe.
In South America, there are giant figures carved into rock so huge that at ground level it's hard to tell what they depict. Though from the sky, that becomes dramatically clear. This one in Chile, known as Cerro Unitas, at over 300 feet high, is believed to be the largest representation of a human-like figure in the world. Who carved it and why remains a mystery. Half a world away in the United Kingdom, other giant figures stare up into the sky. This one is known as Cerne Abbas near Shaftesbury. Cut into the chalky hillside, no one knows how long ago, it may represent the mythical hero Hercules. 160 miles away, the Long Man of Wilmington, 280 feet from head to toe. It emerges from the English hillside like a giant god from another era. Britain is crowded with such sites associated with giants. An authority on English folklore and the giants of Britain is Jennifer Westwood.
In the beginning, in Britain, it was inhabited only by giants. And in those days, it was called Albion. And after the fall of Troy, a hero called Brutus came here with all his men and decided to conquer Albion. And so they battled for a bit with all these very savage giants. And they slew most of them. But there was one called Gogmagog that they kept alive, 12 foot high. And he had a wrestling match with the Duke of Cornwall called Coronaeus. And first one got the upper hand, and then the other got the upper hand. And then Gogmagog broke some of Coronaeus's ribs. And he got so enraged that he just picked up this 12-foot giant and he ran to the coast and he threw him over the cliff. And the giant was smashed on the stones below. And his blood stained the rocks red.
Giants also figure in the mythology of...
This video seems official. I wonder if they took this like right off the TV or what.
Stonehenge, arguably the most famous megalithic structure in the world. These massive standing stones, the largest 30 feet tall and weighing 50 tons, were erected here thousands of years ago. The early Britons called the stone circle the Giant's Dance and believed giants had built it. Who really built Stonehenge and how they did it are enduring mysteries. Perhaps in the end, we have to turn to legends for an answer.
No, they fake Stonehenge. I'm done with this. I don't even want to watch this anymore. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I've seen enough. It's too long. So how you doing over there, Fly, today?
Oh, I'm good. Just rolling. I'm gonna have to hopefully about what we talked about, because I'm getting down to my last like 3 blunts right here.
It sucks.
I know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take care of that. We'll work on it.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I got porno sites coming in my chat again. Peace. Oh, I don't want to block the wrong person by accident. Hold on. Somewhere. They're coming in somewhere. Sometimes it lets me block them. There you go. Now they're gone. Porno bots coming in the chat. So
right.
I don't know. What else are we doing tonight? Like, I'm trying. I know I threw a lot at you. I know I already threw a lot at you guys, like real fast. But you know, we've been going for like 2 hours and 33 right now. It says 2 hours and 33.
2:33.
Hold on, I'll tell you what. Right now, when it's 2:33:33. Hold on, it's 2.
All right.
All right. Hold on. When I say 29, 31, 32, 2:33:33.
Dun dun.
Boom. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, I heard that. How many people you got in your chat?
We got 14. I mean, we can keep going. I mean, do you have any videos that you want to show? Like what have you been like? What's the latest thing you've been doing? Like, I don't want. I want to be able to leave my stream up. I don't want to get my stream flagged because so far so good. I think so far.
Yeah. I haven't been doing much.
It's like I don't mind like having crazy streams or you just go off the hook with shit, but it's like every once in a while it's good to leave one up on YouTube because
people
just forget about you. You know what I mean? It's like the past.
I haven't really been doing like that many conspiracy. I haven't been putting up that many videos really lately, Doug.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we could take a trip down memory lane. You guys want to go? You guys want to go to Boston? All right, where? All right. Everybody knows your name.
Everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. Where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. Where everybody knows your name.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Skit Zap, the mixtape, and I am your host. Coming from Mattapan, going through Dorchester to get to Roxbury, just to get more fresh air. Going up Mass Ave, over to Newberry. I need the new what? I stay in new everything. I got game in the hood, swear to God, everybody know my name in the hood. And the clothes are dope, yes I must say. Threads and emos, I did on Johnny Cupcake. Hey girl, come here. I'm one of them boys that be in front of the corner mall downtown crossing. I'm a dawn to come out, comprende. Eyes like the cigar sign, smoking on Fenway. I never go to sleep, never woke up, nothing sweet, but I'm dunking cause my donuts. Hi Tiffany, can we date, hun? I'm Mr. Boston, not from VH1. No! Yes! King Spider. There was ever a question in your mind? Who's the best of the beat? Stop it. I'm the motherfucking king. Beacon Hill, I know you got me. I see you, Duval. D-How, where we at? Sometimes I want to go somewhere, man. You know? Where everybody know my motherfucking name, everybody do cocaine, you know? It's a place like Boston, you know? Beacon Hill, Paul Revere shit.
All right. So anyway, so
Yeah, I got another playlist of songs that.
Well, I want to show you something real quick. So you know,
Okay.
you know how I told you about my boy Shiz, right?
Yeah.
So he raps, and then he made this song called the Boston Anthem, and I have it, and I made a video to it, but the sound was shitty. But now I got better sound quality, so you can check this out. Let me see if I can get it to do it both at the same time without causing any interruptions. All right, ready? All right, I'll play this one first, then I'll play this song.
Oh, shit. You hear this one? Stay anthem for all my Boston mans. Put your threes in the air. Yeah. Check me out right here. Yeah. BOSTON, I'm on a motherfucking rampage. I see no end, so keep it moving. I'm the truth. I get up in that booth, killing everything in sight. Where's the cleanup crew? I be that dude to call when that beef wants you. Keep that head straight, or please keep that heat on you. This the anthem, the Ruger have you dancing. I took the game hostage, now I'm holding it for ransom. Fuck it. Just show me where the rider's at. The Desi flying fast, blow the visor off your flyer's hat. I kill them all like I had a Michael Myers mask. Trying to find Whitey in the club. Tried the back or tried the front where the stages. I write pages, wisdom without limits. I've been traveling the ages. Hold the real rappers know. Fuck with me and you're bound to have your casket closed. Time to let these bastards know.
Yeah, move or get moved. Big money, big tools. Yeah, move or get moved. Bang the anthem until your eardrums groove. Yeah, move or get moved. Big money, big tools. Yeah, move or get moved. Bang the anthem until your eardrums groove.
Growing up, times were tough, didn't have a pot to piss in. Went home after school with no food up in the kitchen. Payless kicks got me in fights in elementary. A broke white kid on Section 8 is where they sentenced me. The streets made me a product of my environment. An alcohol and showers kid that's known to get violent. Don't let your kids go down the same path as I went. Parents run around, just my group taking five in. They were there when I needed them most. I got a circle full of friends and I'm keeping them close. Cause in the end, life's too short, so live for the moment. If you fall, pick yourself up and just keep going. I'm steady zoning from the weed I'm puffing on. Cause when shit gets rough, it's a piff that I call upon. I'm not your average drunk, I'm counting out the wazoo. Trying to come at me, I suggest you don't try to.
Yeah, move or get moved. Big money, big tools. Yeah, move or get moved. Bang the anthem until your eardrums groove. Yeah, move or get moved. Big money, big tools. Yeah, move or get moved. Bang the anthem until your eardrums groove.
The only thing permanent in life is change. That's why I change clothes and change whips to fly that way. They can't understand how I rhyme this great or how I compensate for that time you waste. The steel on the pistol cold until I put my hands on it. I know I make it big, I put my dead mans on it. I will not fail, I cannot lose. I came from ripped jeans, empty pockets, and rock shoes. It's all up to me. The future's in my hands, the past below my feet, the present's in my fans, the crack is in the champ, I got the pistol in my pants, got 100 in a sock, and that rollie's in my ear. Eagle eye, shit, I'll be damned if I'm missing. I am strapped like top 10s when I'm dipping, so listen. I'm on the mission and the end is near. I walk through the valley of death and I feel no fear, no.
Yeah, move or get moved. Big money, big tools. Yeah, move or get moved. Bang the anthem until your eardrums groove. Yeah, move or get moved. Big money, big tools. Yeah, move or get moved. Bang your anthem until your eardrums groove.
So that worked. How did the sound come out? You could hear the music?
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
that's actually better than the original video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I originally I basically I fucked up on the video originally. So oh, this one's cool because I don't think it really has a sound to it. All right. Let me think. Yeah, so that video makes me think of this video.
The plan might be too expansive. Over here getting new advances, while you over there doing dances. Show you how to move like a dance step. A simple nod of the head could get your man slept. Foreign whip with a foreign bit, bumping foreigner. Shooter got a bag for a body like the coroner. Told him follow my lead, I'm the forerunner. In New Orleans, but I sound like a northerner. We the truth like Sojourner. Been out the loop like 4 summers. Back in the booth doing more numbers. Taking out any oncomers. You were smart, you get a song from us, bitch.
Yo, I'm sick and tired of your trash rhymes. You need to leave the mic alone, I'ma tell you for the last time. Fully auto mag, ready to discharge. Your baby mom's filling up my fridge with her WIC card. I got game and I stay with a thick broad. Money and drugs in a container at the shipyard. My style is aggressive. This a murder message. I hold burners to serve purpose and murder peasants. Slide off and flee the scene with the heat smoking. Kick a nigga in his ass till my feet broken. You couldn't win, nigga, keep hoping. Got your grandmother frying me chicken while she deep throating. Your whole rap style is delicate. You soft, so I be insulting your intelligence. In my closet, it's a whole lot of skeletons. Cause it's the only place where I'm hiding evidence.
Taste the product like cotton, yayo. Pass the chronic like hot potato. I'm in charge like I'm Scott Baio. Gotta win, we cannot fail. Clock bell, size of whales on them lock scales. Kill your dogs like some foxtails. They going down like a prop fail. Get them smothered like oxtail. Get your cap peeled back like a pale ale. Sending packs through the snail mail.
All right. Did you say there was a video you wanted me to play or something, or a song or something?
It's just old. It's just like I have other songs that are on my playlist that they're not gonna get your channel messed up or nothing. They're just like I use like Eminem beat on them, but my shit's all original. If you want to hear them,
Yeah, I'll play.
There's one. I don't know if you heard that one song called "Made from Piss." I think you heard that one already, huh?
I'm not sure. Which one?
So if you go into playlist, it's my second rap playlist.
I know it's so much easier to find things in the playlists.
I know.
All right, so you got what? Flat a Day Raps? Is that on that? Is it on that one? The second
I think
one?
so. Yeah, it's not the FDS.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard it yet. I don't know. Maybe I did. All right, which one is it?
Made from Piss.
Made from Piss. I see it. Let me see if I can get to it. All right. There it is. Hold on one sec. Give me a second. Come back over. Screen share. You want it to go full screen? I can take us off the screen for a second if you want it to go full screen. You want it to go full screen?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Look better.
Felix, disconnect the oxygen hose.
Roger. I just listened to your new record. It would be better if you gave me nothing at all. Grabbing my astronauts drinking their own piss. I can't tell this crap.
Yo, I bet you guys didn't know this, but NASA be recycling their piss water and be using it to drink your coffee with, yo. The earth is whatever you say it is, and if it wasn't, then it's just a lie you say to kids. 50 million every day is what they say they get. Sipping coffee that's made from piss. When it comes to flat earth, you can peep my credentials. When it comes to these rhymes, I'm keeping it simple. Couldn't find my purple crystal, I'm eating my pencil. All the helio debating hate channels I've been through. But Craig from Fight the Flatter-day Saints, I defend you. Till the globe stops spinning, you're my very best friend too. I love how you set me straight after I bench you. Every time you try blocking every comment I sent you. About Floyd the landlord, that you pay rent to. I'm the first voice you heard after the concussion you went through. Got a new globe right here that I can lend you, and I know you got the last 2 letters I sent you. Wrote your address in my home blood when I went to drop them off with the local UPS office. You know I'll go postal if somebody lost him. This is no joke, like an explosion in Boston. I was banging Hoover Crip when you were straight out of Compton. You're like my heroin when I'm using Suboxone. Chomping on a mouthful of food when I'm talking. You couldn't bluff me and you folded to Austin. I'm like the COVID in your lungs that you've been coughing. Level means curve was the nail in your coffin. It's obvious to all of us just who your God is. Yeah, NASA, that's who your God is. Is whatever you say is. And if it wasn't, then it's just a lie you say to the kids. 50 million every day is what they say they get. While sipping on coffee that's made from piss. The earth is whatever you say it is. And if it wasn't, then it's just a lie you say to the kids. 50 million every day is what they say they get. While sipping on coffee that's made from piss. Sometimes my rhymes can be crazy and stupid, but I'm doing my part if they make you see through it. Opposite what government agencies do, making kids put on masks when they go to school, and all of the parents getting paid for a fool. They said 1 at first, now they say 2. Pretty soon it'll be 3 and then 6 and then 10. So I'm taking this paper, this pencil and pen, writing these raps to instrumentals and then posting them on your space page on YouTube to listen to them while you're sipping on you. While astronauts are all sipping on poo-poo and pee-pee and ha-ha and ho-ho and hee-hee. L to the O-L-O to the N-G.
I made a flat nasty once and he seems so friendly, but his rhymes are so blunt and they can be cringy.
Send me a friend request and then you unfriend me. I get no respect. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it feels like I'm climbing in dirt that's all grimy and burnt from the Thomas fire. At the fire camp I told them I'm not for hire, so I'm flying higher than a bird on a wire. Speaking of wires, Marquez is a liar, and Gabby got shot and she almost died. When will any of you start to open your eyes and realize the globe is just a disguise? The earth is whatever you say it is, and if it wasn't, then it's just a lie you say to kids. 50 million every day is what they say they get, while sipping on coffee that's made from piss. So I'm taking this pencil and raping your mental, spoon feeding you lyrics till you taste the utensil. Without further ado, with no haste, I present you the actual proof where the space station went to. If I'm speaking the truth, what I say I intend to, with no innuendos, I'll owe you Nintendo. Straight out the water and use it to slaughter. This ain't Friday by ice, because Tuesday's tomorrow. And anything you choose to say will get slaughtered. I'm the opposite of Arctic and of slaughter. The freeze-dried, refried beans in my water. As a bug so below, yo, call me a doctor. I'm on top, but I'm dropping back to the bottom, so I can pull you down with me. You don't want to sit me. My mind at times can be hopeless and empty. Go against me, I hope you choke on a 10-speed. Bicycles, tricycles, unicycles intensely. Intensify what is in me, like in my pen speech. I'm trying to be friendly, but your lies they offend me. Sometimes it seems like my rhymes have no ending, so I'm ending this rhyme with lines you've been bending. And if level means curve, then my rhymes are all trending on Craig's little channel, where all your friends be. So call me anything, any name that you wanna. At the end of the day, it's just crazy persona. Who knows, one day I just may make it on. My baby's mama start calling you new father-in-law, that is. Craig. Gregory, I love you.
Do astronauts drink their own pee? Well, surprisingly, astronauts do actually do this.
They actually do. That's real shit.
Supposedly, if they were really in space, but
Yeah.
That's
the one part about it I actually do believe.
I love that Eminem song. I can rap that whole song, like every word. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's cool that you used the beat.
Thank you.
And you rapped kind of like Eminem a little bit on the, you know what I mean? Like you still copied the same style, like a little.
Yeah. I'm getting better. That was like over a year ago when I did that. That was actually the first rap I put on my channel.
I have so many raps all over the place. I'm trying to think, because the next one that I have, the next thing I want to play doesn't have any music. Maybe I can find one of mine. Oh, I have so many songs. It's weird. It's like, you know what I did? I used to have a recording studio kind of set up, you know. I used to have people come over to my house and rap, and I used to record a lot and produce a lot and do a lot. And then like when I lost everything, I like downloaded everything from all the music that I had from the studio and inside the computer, whatever I had saved left. I put it into a 16 gigabyte iPod. It's not even like a touchscreen. It's an old one.
Yeah.
And then like I had it's like dilapidated, dude. But I got all the music off the iPod into this computer now. Supposedly, but I still can't find it all. It's like
they destroyed the technology, and it's a painful process to rebuild.
Well, it's not labeled, you know.
I know.
Let's see. No, not there. Think for a second. Can't think. See, I just can't think of the name of the song. Is the problem?
Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
She's trying to give me a bunch of my random songs. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find a good one that I can use on YouTube that won't get me killed. It's like it didn't label any of the songs as I put them in. It just, if I search for it, it would come up. It's all random letters. Let's see what this one is. Just a beat. I got some beats. Yeah.
He's got the beats. He's got the beats.
I got some beats. Yeah. Tons of stuff. Yeah. Oh, I got a lot of beats. I don't know if I want to release my beats though. My beats are hot.
Like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons when he's like, release the hounds. He doesn't want to release the beats.
I don't know yet. Some of them suck. Oh, so many songs. Bringing me through memory lane.
I wish I was a little bit flatter. I wish I was a rapper.
That's weird. It's like giving me all just the beats now. I was looking for all these beats too. I didn't even know I had them. You know, it's crazy.
I wish I was a little bit flatter. I wish I was a rapper. I wish I had a girl that looked good. I would trap her. And if she ever tried to leave the house again, I would clap her.
Wonder if I gave you a beat, if it would sync up. It would probably be off.
Yeah, because my phone sounds like shit, dog.
Yeah,
I'm missing like one piece to hook it up with the microphone on the computer. I'm waiting for Jackie to get back home to help me because I'm retarded about this stuff. She helps me so much, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like an invalid, dude. I'm like her Stephen I'm like her Stephen Hawkins, and she's like my Jane Goodall. You know what I mean?
Jane.
She's my Jane Goodall, and I'm her Stephen Hawking, dude. You know, and we live in Stockholm. Just know this: I got that syndrome, dog.
Seems like
I got that Stockholm syndrome, baby. Yeah.
Seems like I'm going back in time. I think. Oh, so some of the ones that they have the same code, but they're not the. Oh, wow. We're just playing around for a second here. I don't think I'm ever gonna find it.
What was the girl who got kidnapped and her last name was Smart? Remember that? Megan Smart? Jessica Smart? I don't know. If anybody knows, drop it in the chat. Ray can relate.
It might be here. Hold on. I think I might be getting close, actually. I might be. If this thing goes in order in any rhyme or reason. No, it doesn't. Of course not. No, not at all.
My rhymes are obsidian on the prime meridian. This one time at band camp with 5 Indians. Come on, Ray.
No, I'm trying to find something.
I know, no.
I'm looking through a bunch of files right now.
I'm always feeling like he's trying to
digging
mud. I'm always feeling like somebody's mud flooding me. You wear your galoshes at night just in case that mud flood comes, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to play some music. Oh, wait up.
I know.
Was that it? Oh, what just happened? It's weird. It's like I just lost it. Hold on, I think I just seen it. Oh, these ones have the labels on them. Hold on one second. Something just weird just happened. Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna be able to find it. Now it's giving me a bunch of bullshit. I go back up. Let me try this. All right, well, I don't know. What do we got? 12 people. I think I'm just gonna take off. I mean, I've been going for 3 hours. It's Thanksgiving.
All right, bro.
What is? You know what I mean? I don't know. I played a million things. We'll see how it goes over with them, and we'll do it all again tomorrow night. You know, it's not like it's goodbye forever. It's goodbye for now. You know.
I'll see you later, bro.
Yeah, it's getting late where I'm at. It's only, I don't know. I feel like going home. You know what I mean? I feel like taking a nap.
Static selector. I'm a walking bad habit, eat tabs up in the cabinet. Savage rap status, vocabulary extravagant. A rock star, popping rocks and bars. Used to flip bud, now this rapping caught me a car. No telling, Connecticut felon. I GPS them and find my mark like Magellan. With more lines than Corey Feldman, I never cease to impress them. I cardiac arrest them with every studio session. I'm killing them, no question. Web's back, better hold your breath when I'm rhyming home. I murder beats, I'm Jonah Hex with a microphone. Fiends saying I'm the dopest yet. And haters, I shrug them off until my fucking shoulders sweat. I'm breaking bones, a modern version of Casey Jones. Sword in hand, I'm the winner playing the Game of Thrones. Fuck beef, my rapping style's filet mignon. Getting drunk, fuck your driver, somebody take me home.
Take me home now, bitch. Watch for the cops hit the blinker when you switch lanes, cause you know that I'm famous and I'm rich. Eyes on the road, take me home now, bitch. Take me home now, bitch. Watch for the cops hit the blinker when you switch lanes, cause you know that I'm famous and I'm rich. Eyes on the road, take me home now, bitch. I know that I should change, but I don't really think I can. It's just part of my nature, I never cracked and never ran. The world is falling on me when my back was in a jam. I always kept on fighting, that's exactly who I am. And this is who I am, no way that I can change it. I'm buck wild, stupid and dangerous. My best friends are not strangers. These are the motherfuckers I hang with. We speak the same language, and I ain't saying French, English, or Spanish, or Spanglish. I mean pain and anguish. This cocaine slaying and bang bang shit. Mac 11s that we aim with. In other words, I'm rolling with the same clique I came with. On the same list, and fuck being famous. Fame dreams are for groupies. I'm a real life gangster that you ain't seen in the movies. What I mean is I'm truly off the hook, like a phone in a nursing home, homie. I'm that Boston crook. Take me home. Take me home now, bitch. Watch for the cops hit the blinker when you switch lanes, cause you know that I'm famous and I'm rich. Eyes on the road, take me home now, bitch. Take me home now, bitch. Watch for the cops hit the blinker when you switch lanes, cause you know that I'm famous and I'm rich. Eyes on the road, take me home now, bitch.
I damaged tracks, so listeners always ran it back. Always with a half ounce stuffed into a sandwich bag. I kill it quickly and always keeping the realest with me. Stealing all the fucking insulin from Wilford Brimley. Diabetes, rappers could never beat us. I've been spitting shit like this since I was just a fucking fetus. Keep your chick with me as long as she give dome. Rolling up the diesel and burning like Jim Rome.
Now I stand here as a man with the past, the inspiration for the kids on the corner, but still got the laugh of a mental patient. The infiltration of the game, born from a central hatred of fame. A pencil shaking with pain, an entrance staked in a claim from the wrath I became. My paragraphs I'm saying are futuristic pictures of the past from which I came. And this is slain with the shotty and the hoopty, son. My whole career's a robbery that they could never scoop me from. Take me home now, bitch. Watch for the cops hit the blinker when you switch lanes, cause you know that I'm famous and I'm rich. Eyes on the road, take me home now, bitch. Take me home now, bitch. Watch for the cops hit the blinker when you switch lanes, cause you know that I'm famous and I'm rich. Eyes on the road, take me home now, bitch.
I might have smoked a lot of pot. Sometimes I can't talk, sometimes I can't walk, sometimes I can't leave at all. Sometimes my girl makes me want to leave the mall. Why can't I rest? Something always gotta manifest. Please, baby girl, put your man to rest. He had a long day, bitch, and take that test. All we do is make records, and corny motherfuckers disrespect this. Now it's time to get a little reckless. I was going to say let's get a little breakfast, but it's dinner time. I never remember, never mind. I learn from the mistakes that I make. Why do they call me the snake? Wake and bake like the cake that I make. Or should I say shake and bake? I've said before I made mistakes, but it takes a few times. Then I puke lines, new time over a new crime. Over just 1 or 2 lines. I'm a slow learner, drone burner. It's simple math, add and subtract. Listen to my raps and have a laugh. Don't have an asthma attack.
My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. I survive. I survive.
Yo, rap money ain't fast money. When you ask people for paper, they fucking act funny. And that's funny, because I'd rather download it for free than to buy my CD to help support me. And that's a fact, money. But they love to listen to the dumb stuff I rhyme, then they let their guns bunt like some dumb fucks. I might be a young fuck from Boston, not down south like young fuck. I know a white man that has a tattoo that says white trash under a dump truck. Hooked on phonics worked for me. I was hooked on chronic perfectly. It hits a main nerve, but there's more to see. Like the bud with the purple leaves from a purple tree. It just means more to me. I'll beat your herb ass to the curb fast. I know when
my ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. I survive. I survive.
I went down the road, wasn't easy.
felt like I was walking through life barefoot in the snow. God damn it, this world is so cold. Gotta get a grip. Every time I turn around, I roll another blunt and take another sip. What the fuck is my mind? Is it stuck in a state where I'm thinking I'm still locked up in a cage? I'm waking up in a rage, but I'm free. So let me just do me, nigga. We gotta make it in this rapping shit, cause I'm used to the streets hustling and clapping shit. But you know what? If I ain't got nothing else, then that's just it. I'ma roll with it, and I'ma roll with it and roll with it until I'm in the dirt bed, cause shit I did. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. I survive. I survive.
It was about everything, everything, everything's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. The light was about everything, everything, everything's alive. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's all lies. Midnight was about the shape of Earth. We know it's flat. The Earth is fucking flat. It's flat. It's flat. It's flat. Midnight was about 9/11. There was no planes in that attack. That attack. That attack. It was attack. On us, on us, on us, on us. Every single day. It's all lies, it's all lies, it's all fake, it's all lies. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. They lie to us about everything. Everything. Everything's a lie. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's all lies. They lie to us about the shape of Earth. We know it's flat. The Earth is fucking flat. It's flat. It's flat. It's flat. They lie to us on the news every single day. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's all fake. It's all lies.
I'm about to end the show soon. So, is there anything else you want to say? I can't hear you. You're muted.
Yeah, no, I have a phone. I have a crummy internet. Everything's very slow.
It's all right. I was ending the show. So
I've made the Flatsgiving thing. It's up on Odyssey. I spent all show doing it. Is easy to show from Odyssey?
Yeah. I can go to Odyssey.
Okay, cool. I spent all show doing it. I was like, I've got to get it done now.
I understand. I know what you're saying.
It's just like whatever, just doing art. It's not that it's even big a deal, really. I just moving stuff around, doing audio. It just takes time. I didn't even put much effort into it. Just a very little effort. Just took time, so that was the effort, basically.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know about this, Singe Man has another Odyssey channel. He has maybe this is his only audio. I don't know, but it's called. I should start putting it in the links so people will start going over there too. Look, Flat Slackers.
Oh, it's nothing over there. Well, I'm gonna start posting over there. So yeah.
He doesn't really post much, but it's there. Flat
I'm gonna start posting it.
So
it's easy to post now. They made it easier to post.
All right, so this is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's easy to download it too.
Russ, okay.
Hold on, we'll start it over.
Yeah, nice group.
Oh, hold on. To really make it look good, we gotta take us off the screen though. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, whatever you want.
Make it look
because it's so late and tired. But hey, there you go. Flatsgiving mud, everybody. Happy Flatsgiving mud.
I said pretty good, Singe. I'm pretty impressed for the end of the show. Came in right at the final.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The final play. Boom, Flatsgiving, and that was Flatsgiving mud. Thank you for joining us. All you people have been so great. What's up, Angela? I saw you say hi to me. I was just in the middle of screen sharing. Angela, boom, baby, Carson. All right, here we go.
Baby. Ooh, baby.
But no, this time I'm really getting out of here for real. I'm really leaving.
No.
I'm gone.
Okay, well, then I say that is lighter. Memory of you. Later.
Yeah, I'm looking for something.
Become a Masonic. Become fully initiated. Join the illuminated secret society of yourself.
Yeah, this thing's getting on my nerves tonight. I can't find nothing that I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. All right, later.
Late. Wait, in the 80s it said, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya.
Hey, young world, wanna hear a story. How's it feel to be overlooked, underrated, and hated? Stomach pains in the belly of a city hungry. If one of us made it to prominence, it's a mentality of crabs in a barrel. Reality is pretty ugly. But let's back up, cause my story ain't a fairy tale, it's really real. Ain't had a chance, I ain't have nothing, I could barely fail. All I had was these neighborhoods I know very well. In a fiery wheel, some pages in my diary I would spill. Lyrics on my paper, violence surround me, it's on me. I blindly fill my books like a zombie. Measuring these stories with my bare hands. Pictures of this grimy game. I style it like a paladin in a kamikaze plane. A decade of paying dues, now I'm a grown man. I live my life holding death inside my own hands. The kids that I grew up with locked up are inside a box. There ain't no one in here, your only choice is fight a box. The music pushed me through, the ghosts is in the hall. Toasters in the dope sickness, ferociousness and all. The hopelessness of watching overdoses in the horror. Suicides and murders, I can't take this shit no more. I had these posters on my wall and this music in my room. It took me out my world, it would shoot me to the moon. Use a fire burning, I'm determined from this high. Learning put me on a different road. Engine revving, tires turning. Ever since I'm 7, I just know where I gotta go. Trapped in this vicious storm, but I'm back, this is home. They say I could have been a star, but I lost my logic. My heart is hotter than the bricks in a Boston project.